We're live. Motherfucker.
Oh, man.
What's up, YouTube? Shaking, y'all.
What's good? What's good?
Spin around the block.
How you been? How you doing? How's life?
How's life, huh? Hopefully good.
How your week been? Oh, yeah.
Spin the block twice like they got no place to park.
Okay, gotta go out a little bit. Okay.
Slap the back of a nigga head like he bought. You heard the Drake shit? Drake and 21 shit?
I'll be completely honest
Who
with
said
you.
that? 21?
After I
of
heard
course.
the shit that he said about Meg Thee Stallion, I was like, fuck this nigga, yo. This
Like
shit is
that?
corny. He's
Really?
turned
You
into
took him
another
serious?
corny
Or you
nigga.
joking?
I'm dead serious.
Drake been corny, though.
Yo, he turned cornier when
Yeah?
he... Come on, you
I
going
ain't gonna
after
lie.
fucking Broad, yo?
That boy's ripping every.
Corny.
He was sounding good, though. That nigga was
boy-
rapping his ass
That
off.
boy's rapping his ass off right now.
Yeah, rapping his ass off.
He threw a shot at K. Dot. You heard it?
Threw shots at a lot of people.
He threw shots at a lot of people.
That's what he doing. And it's like...
No. He's a little ex. Like, 21
What?
put that battery in his back.
He had to. Because, like,
GB,
nigga, what
you
are you
gotta come in
doing?
closer.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Not really that closer,
On
but
what? On
he
IG?
leaning back. He was just leaning back.
On IG, right? Because
Huh?
on YouTube he was fine. On this,
I'm saying it looked like he kind
Look
of.
now.
you good? You good?
Big step.
Yeah, I ain't
All right,
gonna
let's
lie.
get the shit cracking.
I like 21.
Certain people,
I like 21 too.
I like 21.
I think he's like
But
the
Drake
most
is
simple,
corny as fuck.
clever rapper that's out right now.
I'm going to get a lot of
Simple
shit for
but
this.
super clever.
He's the modern day Prodigy.
Oh,
21 Savage.
Yeah, nah, no.
I know.
It's not gonna
I know.
happen.
I know.
Not
He's
happening.
very good at talking shit. And I feel like
Nigga,
Prodigy was very
Prodigy-
good at talking shit.
Yeah, but he had bars, bro.
21 got bars.
Nah, he ain't got no bars.
All right.
He ain't, like,
All right, one of you guys has your
you need
volume
to
on.
try your beers and your drinks because
You mean?
fruit flies all over.
One of you guys have your volume on, so you might want to turn your phone volume down.
dun 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 dun.
Oh, it's probably on the Roadcaster.
Where?
Big stepper.
Oh, shit.
Let me put my leg down because my thighs.
All right now.
My thighs is showing.
Nigga be on
Could
spiritual
probably
world.
They
see
all
my dick.
Watch the
greased.
podcast with his dong out.
All greasy knees.
We should
Like, we going viral, big nigga.
Spiritual World had something on about.
Shout out Spiritual World. Word. Their word, right? It's Spiritual Word, right?
I can't go obviously.
I think it's spiritual
Yeah,
word.
niggas add an L into some shit.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Silent L.
I think I put one in.
Shout
stories.
Shout out to them, though.
Yeah, word.
You know they do that condom
That's a good hat, dog.
company.
Yeah, I appreciate
It's
it,
a
man.
very good hat. Let me see
Yo.
some shit logo on the side. That shit hard.
Yeah,
Shit hard.
you know, I'm trying to stick with the Mets. I bought a Yankee joint today, though.
Oh, for real?
I bought the '96 championship joint. Yeah,
That was turquoise? Or
it
no,
was
no?
it was the regular joint.
No,
but it
no.
just had the-
What color was the patch on it? No,
the patch was on the front.
Oh,
So it was a gold. It was a gold '96
fancy, huh? Okay.
patch or whatever.
Fire. I like
Yeah,
black
son.
and gold hats.
Yeah, that shit was that shit was that shit was
Saints
fire.
hat
And
to me
oh,
is one of
yeah,
the
no,
fire.
yeah.
It was like
about
there
that
was
shit.
like buy one get one half off. I'm like, yeah,
Let's do it.
Okay,
Let's do
we
it.
could do one.
Okay.
Do it.
Cause I don't know if y'all know, I ain't rock a fitted in
Yeah.
It been a minute,
I got my
minute.
fair share.
That's all I do.
since
you
I
mean?
rocked the fitted.
Yeah.
I saw you wearing the fitted
It's probably
When, like,
snap.
last
He
week?
wears those other kinds
a
of
couple
hats.
weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I haven't.
What?
I probably went like 8 to 9 years without rocking the fitted at all. I was
Aerodynamic
just rocking
joints?
strap
Yeah, he
hats.
wear
Yeah,
them-
yeah.
You with the
And
aerodynamic shit?
Five panel.
I went back to
Five
Fizz. I'm
panel.
like,
like
oh,
7.
I like this.
Nah.
Oh, these niggas is all right. Oh, they playing okay. I could buy some fitteds for these guys.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, but can the roadcast hear you because
just
we don't
turned-
have our headphones, bro.
You can hear me.
Yeah, we good.
All right,
I think we good.
All right. Let's get a countdown. Let's get a crack.
let's go.
Peace.
You got a warm up? Think of a warm up. Oh no, I'm sorry. I got it. My bad.
Warm up. What do you
Warm up. I'm curious.
Like a
What do
warm-up
you mean?
question.
Oh, nigga, I
Topic.
always got one to tell, nigga. You
Oh.
crazy? Talking to.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to another episode of Cigars and Whiskey, the podcast that discusses love, relationships, sex, and dating from a male's perspective. I'm your guy, Ron Coe, and I'm joined by my guys, KB,
Like the birdie sweeted juice.
White Star GB,
We shaking.
and we also have super producer Corey Cool in the building, Cool University.
Party
Big shout out to everyone tuned in on Instagram, YouTube. Please remember to share so we can get more people to tap into the conversation. We have a great show for you guys tonight. Tonight, we will be drinking the Yellowstone Select Kentucky Straight Bourbon. And tonight's topic is going to be, I like her enough to live with her, but I don't like her enough to marry her. All right.
Shacking up.
KB,
So,
how was your week, man?
this week was interesting, man. It was interesting. First off, R.I.P. to Takeoff, who died on Tuesday. That was a
R.I.P.,
hard
man.
one.
That's
You
a
know,
rough one.
for such a talented dude. You know what I'm saying?
Young dude, too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
28.
28 years old.
Mhm.
Yeah, that shit was rough.
Big loss.
And then I feel like our black community just been getting beat up this whole week, like over and over again. From Kyrie to him to just everybody just getting beat up. But this is my thoughts. Just my thoughts on things. But my personal week, it's been shitty too. So it kind of lined up. Cool.
Also, I see you ice pack Poppy right now.
Yeah, I messed up myself in the gym. I went. I set myself.
Gym injury kind of funny though.
It was so bad though. Like I was that dude in the gym. I was that dude. Like
Yeah.
You a nigga with the couch on your back, doing the
Yo.
fucking pull up. What you do,
son,
nigga?
it was so embarrassing.
What you
I'm
do?
lifting, and then I'm trying to put the dumbbell down. And when I came down with the dumbbell, I'm trying to push it off this way, but it tilted and it started going back towards my thumb. And I just was like,
God damn. So what? It smashed it or sprained it?
No, I think it's sprained. I think it's
Okay,
sprained because
all right.
it didn't fall on it. It just pushed
Yeah.
it back. The weight of it pushed it back.
Yeah.
And
Y'all.
and everybody was like,
Oh, they saw you.
okay, I think he's
You
okay.
might be on worse.
I think he's all right.
You might be on worse.
I think he's all right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, work out responsibly, bro.
Yeah, but it's like I'm doing a November challenge to where I'm getting in the gym 3 to 5 days a week
I love it. Nice.
and kind of dedicating myself to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been lazy.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get back into it. And that was literally like I think my second day getting back into it, and I think I pushed myself
But
a
it
little
ain't
bit
true.
too
Yeah,
hard. And it was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right, you doing dumb
What,
shit.
you
you're
felt
gonna
yourself
Stairmaster
getting a
now.
little soft?
Yeah. Yo, my wife said to me, shout out to my wife, yo.
Mm.
She was like, yo, your stomach getting big.
Get a little
And
doughy.
your arms, they ain't as defined as they used to be. And I was like, all right, I got you. All right. Sometimes you need that kick in the ass, yo.
Sorry,
Like
she was Tupac describing Larry Holmes.
yo, one thing I could take is constructive criticism, bro.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could take it. Like I could take it. And
GB,
I was like,
you ever got some constructive criticism on your physique from your wife?
Nah, my wife love me anyway. Like, nigga, I gotta be
Oh,
my
she love
own-
me too.
Yeah, no. She'll never say nothing. Like, I internally gotta look in the mirror like, I gotta get in the gym. You know what I mean? But I grade my get into the gymnast is like into my wind when I'm fucking. Like, if I get too tired into fucking too long, I gotta get in the gym, yo.
But how long is too long? 2-3 minutes.
No, sir. 2-3 minutes, nigga. I'm on a respirator, nigga. I'll be dead a long time ago, nigga. Nah, you gotta be able to go at least. Come on, like 20, 25.
I knew he was gonna say something outlandish.
Outlandish?
Yeah,
Come on, dog.
I got to pump for 20 to 30. You're talking about pumping for 20 minutes?
Talking about fucking nigga.
No,
I'm
Yeah,
not
come
pumping
on,
for no
dog.
20 minutes,
Never.
nigga. Fuck out of here.
Wow.
Go ahead.
never.
All right.
Unless you running marathons or you running 5Ks or some shit like that.
Gym then.
Yo, like if you could, if you're not like in peak physical condition to pump straight for 20 minutes straight, not
We
happening.
got a couple of seconds
You
to
literally
change
talking about
position and
this for
shit.
20 minutes.
Oh, change position, swap it out. Come on, nigga. Take a little break. Come on. Hey.
No, you could. All right, I get what you're saying though, because maybe it's not pumping. Maybe it's like, but
Yo,
you're
listen.
talking about pumping for 20 minutes.
Dog, every time you change position, it's really a rest.
10 minutes, you got to be in
That's
great.
a timeout.
No.
When you change position, you call a timeout, nigga.
If you could pump for 10 minutes straight,
Oh, nigga.
You're elite, and that's at 22 years old.
You strong than a motherfucker. Nah, but you gotta know how to work it, though. You gotta know how to do it. You know what I mean?
And we're
man.
41 and 42 and 40 whatever.
yeah,
Gotta be able to go.
Nigga, listen, difficult.
yeah,
man.
difficult. White Star GB.
Yeah.
How was your week, man?
Week was cool. Week was great, actually, man. Grandbaby came shortly after the show.
Congrats,
Shout out.
congratulations.
Yeah, shout out to Fee.
Yeah.
Shot down there real fast. You know what I mean? Make sure, Grandpa Greg gave her a little hug and kiss. And make sure, she let her know
Everything's
that
official?
Everything's beautiful.
That's
10
the
fingers, 10
dope.
toes, beautiful face. Everything's official.
yeah.
And then, then we got the news after that about Takeoff. And that was a little, I don't know. Like, we say that we getting desensitized to it, but that should be hitting me every time it happened. It remind me, now it's starting to remind me of ones from our era. And this Take joint, it kind of remind me of Freaky Tog joint. When it was like, like a hot group and
Everybody kind of got their vibe from that guy.
yeah, he was the heart and soul of the group.
Sure.
He was the heartbeat of it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And I watched those videos. I saw Quavo on top of him. That shit
You
hurt
watched
from-
that?
I watched
I don't watch
everything.
that
I
type of
watched
stuff.
everything. If it's there for consumption, I'm consuming it. I watched that shit. That shit hurt
You
me.
gotta
Then
watch what you take in, bro.
I know. I do. But
Because it does not change. I mean, it doesn't.
It's supposed to
it doesn't-
desensitize you, but for me, like it hurt every time.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
I'm
can
a
dig
glutton
it.
for punishment. I don't know. But if we're supposed to take takeaways from like death and learn from death, I'm gonna pivot and be like, after Quavo, I really felt for Offset. At the time of the death, he wasn't really fly with Takeoff. Everybody says, and
Yeah.
people always feel like they got time when you not fly with somebody
To
for a little
repair.
while to repair things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you feel like you got time, you just arrogant with the time and not really squashing little things and just letting things fester. And you know what I mean? Like, if that happened to you, if your man passed when you weren't fly, you know what I mean? And you didn't really have the chance to like tell him you love him and you appreciate that you got to eat and spend time and tour the world with him, it's got to be a rough one. So I feel for him, and if anything, as men, we should learn from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's ego aside, yo.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Ego
you really
aside,
have to-
just squash
sometimes
it.
you really have to say, like, all right, yo, this is this, and it's not for everybody.
Right.
It's strictly reserved for the people that you really care about.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Of course,
We're
yeah.
not talking
Yeah.
about like the dude
Fly
that
by
you
night
might have
niggas.
did.
Nah.
Even yeah, I can know somebody for 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 years.
Right.
But we're not close the way that I'm close with, home team.
Yeah.
Home team is home team.
Home team is home team.
So, like, yo, if we ever have anything that is going to be something that is going to be something that pushes us away from each other, you should repair that. At least saying, even if there's no reparations to be done, it's like, yo, all right, yo, listen.
They say time heals.
But sometimes you
And
don't
it
got
does.
time, right?
Does heal.
It does.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have
does
time.
heal,
But it's a
sometimes
gamble.
You don't have
It's a gamble, yeah,
It's a
for
gamble.
sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
That time is a gamble.
I'm pretty sure that he was thinking that in his head, like, yo, all right, yo, they going, they got the new album out, they doing so much things, like, yo, I'm gonna let
I'll
them
always
just
get
fly.
back. I always get back.
And the ego also, like, yo, they doing so many things, yo, I'm not gonna reach out to them right now.
It's a
because
competition. I gotta do better than them. They
they
gotta do better
killing
than me.
shit right now.
Right.
So let me
right.
focus on myself.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna reach out to him right now.
Yeah.
So that was a
But
hard
it had
situation.
to crush him to not be able to tell his brother and to feel funny about calling his other. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, but
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
big loss in the community, hip hop community, and yeah, man, well, you know, rest in peace, dog.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Ron, your week, dog.
Uh,
Sorry to bring the mood down. Like, nigga, you got anything good?
No. It was a rough week for me too. man.
Damn.
Shit.
Let's go. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Yo, my man said,
let me help you through
nah,
it."
son. I ain't got nothing
Shit
good.
fucked up over here too, bro.
Yeah, bro. I got,
What's up?
money fucked up. Work is fucked up. Businesses, yeah, man.
Yeah,
So,
shit is down.
yeah,
All right, that's what's up, yeah. That's what's up. Bill's character, yo.
yeah. It does.
Bill's character. You get to tell you like my pops
It's,
told
but
me.
yo, it's
Tell listen.
you
You be all right, yo.
You're right though. You're right. You got to see the silver lining in everything, bro. You know what I mean? It may be the end of one thing. It might be the beginning of something else.
Nah,
so
for sure.
Is
It
there
is what
ever
it is.
a pressure to pivot too early? Is that always the like internal struggle, like when to pivot and when to hold?
I think most folks, and even me personally, comfortability will have you pivoting too late.
Yes, that's what I'm
You
asking.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 I don't think a lot
always
of
gotta
times.
adjust the margins.
I know dudes that do pivot too early.
Yes.
They don't give nothing any time. If they feel
Right.
like it's not worth their time, or like, yo,
I'm here.
I'm moving on. Nah, this shit didn't work out. They'd be like,
Shout
yeah,
out
you
to all
only
of
did it
y'all
for 6
who's on, 'cause I'd
months.
have been out of here if y'all wasn't watching.
Patience.
So, but
Patience,
for me,
patience
a lot
is
of times
the
I'm
virtue of kings, man.
Yeah, but it's
You're
also
never
the
gonna
fucking.
you're never gonna be a king if you don't have patience.
Yeah, but patience
It's
is
what it
always
is.
was the last tissue on the fucking skeleton.
yeah.
But here's the thing: what's the threshold of patience? Right? Like when you think about why you're patient, what's the threshold for your patience? Usually, it's because money is dwindling, and you have to make a move. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's usually what it is.
Yeah.
But if you plan prior to that, and you're able to keep your little nuts and nest eggs here and there, I really feel like that's where a person's mindset totally changes to where they're scrambling to where they're like, yeah, let it come to me. Let me figure out
Well, then
what
you'd
I
be
really
the last
need.
person on the Titanic.
The last person on Titanic? I'm not in the band. The
Might be.
band. I'm
If
not
you
going
patient,
down with
you're
the
like,
band.
nigga, I still might get paid at the end of this shit if I keep playing and this shit
Nah.
work out and if enough niggas get on, this back part might go up and I still get my
I don't-
paycheck.
I'm never gonna be the last. I'm never gonna be part of the band of the Titanic.
All right.
That's never gonna
A lot
happen.
of a lot of shit, man. You got to believe, bro. You got to believe. You got to have some
Well,
type of faith.
That's what it. It's
I think
faith over everything.
a lot of times dudes don't have faith in themselves. That's why they give up on shit. They don't believe in themselves.
Right.
You know, not that whatever they're doing isn't lucrative or it's not a means to change their life or being successful. It's just because they don't believe that they have the ability to be successful
That
in
they're
that field.
capable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I could share a story about myself in that same exact wheelhouse, I got fired from a job and got into the taxi industry, that's when the medallions were worth upwards of
They were up.
$1 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, let me just
I only
take
say
over
that
this
because I
shit,
remember the
manage
story.
it. Yeah, rock, you know what I mean? And then Uber kind of came in. And it was like, this is like a French thing. Like, nah, the yellow cab is the shit. Like, we're going to keep rocking and rolling. And then it started becoming more of a mainstay. You know what I mean? And then, like, once it was like, once I'm looking around and I'm seeing the temperature and my numbers are dwindling, I'm like, all right, I'm going to keep rocking, but mentally, I'm going to start thinking of an exit strategy. And then once it keeps rocking more, I'm like, okay, now I got to start moving on things, actually doing research on an exit strategy.
Yeah.
And then by the time, like, it was time to go, I was up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And, like, you know, with technology and a lot of things change.
No.
Is changing.
All right, if you see a total industry is shifting,
Yeah.
that's one thing.
Okay.
But if I know niggas that will give, like, say, yo, they're like, yo, I want to design clothes. And they like, yo, I did it for 6 months. This shit didn't work out. I didn't make no money. And I ain't doing that shit no more. That shit ain't it. Like, yo, you ain't giving no time.
Yeah, he ain't no
You ain't
plan.
giving no time.
Yeah.
Yo, I want to do this, that, and the third or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm doing voice or whatever. I don't know why I'm doing this
I
voice.
know.
right,
I
my
know
voice,
why.
though. I don't like
I
that
know why
voice,
you're
yo.
doing the voice.
And yo,
terrible, yo.
And my homie, I'm like,
Cancel
yo,
that
bro, you
voice,
don't
yo.
give shit mad time. You just be giving up on shit. He'd be like, yo, shit ain't worth. Shit ain't worth my time.
Because
You know what I mean?
because at the end of the day, you got to be water, not concrete. You got to go with it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta flow with what it is that you're doing.
Yeah.
And kind of adapt to what's given to you. And the only way you're gonna adapt to what's given to you is knowing what's going on in the world and how to deal with each thing that's coming to you. If you're concrete and everything that's coming to you, you're like, no, fuck that, no, nope, I'm not dealing with that, nope. Eventually, it's gonna break you.
Right.
It's going to break you. But if you can be water and kind of adapt to everything, yo, dude, you're going to make it. You're going to do it. You're gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the That's
We
the
say,
psychological,
yo, we're-
physiological portion of our show.
We're sitting here podcasting, man. And for us, this is a new space. You know,
Yeah.
we've done more quote unquote tangible businesses where we know we could reap a benefit relatively quickly, right?
Yeah.
You kind of got to roll on faith with this shit. Sort of, kind of. I could see the way you could push the button or push the envelope to generate money.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you got to just believe or have faith that shit is going to work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
This is art, though. You know what
no,
I mean?
it is art.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit more difficult. That's why I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
you run a business that's tangible. You could start working today or gaining a client base today and start generating income right away. Same with you, right? And same thing with me. But this is something where it's like you got to have more faith, and it's kind of you got to have that stick withiness.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you never know.
I like that word.
You can't. You never know how far away you are or how close you are. So
Yeah, I don't know if you ever seen that meme where it's two dudes and they're hacking away to try and get the diamonds, and the one guy is like right there and he's turned away, and then the other guy is like still going, but he knows the diamonds. He has the diamonds right there,
Yeah.
and he's
Just a little longer.
walking away. He's walking away. It's like I literally live my life like that. Like I don't know what's gonna happen if I turn away, so I never turn away. I just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's kind of like the way
You
that
could
I
be
live
the guy on
every
the other
day.
side, too, then.
I will never be the guy on the other side that's walking away.
No, but you could be the other guy on the other side, just keep going for
Oh
nothing.
yeah, no, yeah, what?
he said
And that's
going for nothing.
No, real shit. You can,
No, I mean,
you can keep going for nothing, but
Right.
you're never gonna keep going for nothing if you're learning the lesson. Because if you keep on going, you're gonna learn a lesson. You're gonna figure it out.
I'll be quitting shit, though. I'll be out.
I
ain't gonna hold
get
you,
it.
though. When that shit
Everybody's
don't
not
serve me,
the
though-
same, bro.
Yeah,
Everybody's
I
not
know,
the
I
same,
know.
bro.
Yeah, I
You know
think
what
I
I'm
can
saying?
do
Don't serve me, dog.
anything.
Huh?
I think I can do anything. I think I could be successful at anything that I do. Nigga, I feel like I'm gonna win. Like if I don't stop doing it,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna win it. Anything,
I believe that. I've known you
Anything.
long enough.
anything.
Yeah,
Like yo,
I get that
if
from
I'm
you.
doing it, I feel like I could be successful in it. And even shit that I probably don't want to do, I think I could be successful in it if I wanted to step into it.
Yeah.
But shit that I do, like yo, that's probably why I don't give up on shit. Cause I'm like, yo, I can make this shit work.
You can figure it out.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, you
I'm
figure
like,
it
yo,
out.
it's something that I'm not seeing yet, but I'll get it.
Yeah.
And
That's right.
it'll work out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Grind
That's
is
kind of
over.
like
Yeah.
our friendship. Like you never gave up on me. You just, I'll figure him out. All right, he's okay.
I'm getting older though. I'm giving up on niggas.
I'm giving up on niggas now.
Yeah, I'm 41 years old now. I'm giving up on niggas. So, but
Putting
yeah.
up on Ice Pack Poppy.
Nah, not him. I gave up on other niggas though. But yeah. All
Let's
right.
go.
All right. So
Oh, did I just drink your fucking beer?
probably.
It's all right.
Yeah. All right. Let's jump into
got mine
the
over
topic. Topic of the night. Well, no, I was gonna think. Yeah, we could jump right into it. I like her enough to live with her, but I don't like her enough to marry her. Right.
Yo, G Blanc,
So
can you just go back behind you right quick? You see that?
yeah,
Thank you.
I don't know what that's gonna do for you, but either way.
Shit, it's not cold enough, yo.
As far as relationships, I think that subconsciously, I don't think consciously we do this, but we somewhat take advantage of each other, right? So,
Take advantage of each other,
take advantage of each other.
or utilize each other's skills for
Let
the
him cook,
benefit.
man. Let him cook. Let me see what he said.
Well, okay, because I think we do things with intentions without communicating with our significant others or the people that that we're dating and we're getting into relationships with,
Okay.
right? So there are certain steps that you normally go through in a relationship. You meet someone, you may go on a few dates, you start to date them, then you get into a relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend, you may cohabitate, and then you move on to marriage and then kids, right? Just, that's normally the way, I guess, we expect things to go.
But that's a modern way of looking at it, right?
I wouldn't say modern.
What are you supposed to be? You're supposed to.
I think that's a more traditional way, but I don't think that's changed so far.
You're supposed to move in after you get married and then have to have the kid, right?
Well,
You're right.
but it
You're right.
depends on who's moving in, also, right? Because the modern thing is the dude moving into the woman.
Nah, not necessarily.
They could move in
Whoever
together,
got the more popping spot, but
or they might not
I'm
have a spot. They
speaking
may
in
move together.
traditional- I'm thinking in traditional.
Oh, like yo,
You're supposed to
That's because it's
date,
not shacking up.
court each other. Yeah,
It's not
You're
shacking
supposed
up.
to get married,
Right.
live with each other, then have the child. That's the
Anybody
way
that's
of
20,
thinking about things.
28 and under, shacking up, you probably don't understand. Shacking up is you living with somebody that you're not married to.
Okay. All right. So, where do we start with this one?
Hold on, though. I think shacking up, is it more like living with someone that you don't have the intentions of marrying versus not married? Because I thought it was you're dating, you get engaged, move in, and then get married. I thought the move in comes after engagement.
So hence here we have Corey. He's a little bit younger than us.
Yeah, but I'm older than fucking 28. a
So
whole lot older than that.
shacking up has always been from
just you had to be married to them to
You
live
had
with
to-
them?
You had to be engaged in marriage to be able to live with the person that
Yeah,
you're
that
with.
I think that's
I thought it was
That's
just
the
more
old
like-
school. That's the
old
super.
school, yeah.
That's the super
That's
old
super
school.
old school. Yeah.
That's the super old school. The super
Yeah.
old school was you have to be because you were never allowed to live with someone and be in the same bed with them if you're not married to them. And that's my mom's been talking about this shit for years, like before I was, like early on when I was dating. You ain't gonna be shacking up, da da da. And I'm like, what the fuck is shacking up? Like, what does that mean? And she's like, you ain't married, is you? And I was like, all right, I'm not married, so
So
what's
the-
the new? Give us the
other
new
word-
wave. What's the new wave?
So the other word for shacking up with modern parents is playing house,
Okay. Yeah.
right? So playing house is acting like you have a significant other without the woman having that covering or that
Well, the
Look at the word.
that's what I'm saying. Well, the validation that something is going to happen.
well to be married, like buying the why buy the cow if you can have the milk for free,
Right. But
so
I think
it
there
was
has to
more
be-
of a it was more of a protection for young women to like a cautionary tale.
Right.
Don't give a man too much or else he won't fully commit to you.
Right. I'm okay. I was definitely kind of under the engagement thing because I feel like.
So what do you think is the tradition? Like, what do you think is the
I'm thinking you
the
date.
modern way of the progression of a relationship?
Okay, so
Modern way.
what I believe is they're definitely skipping a lot of steps, and they're going to the move-in phase kind of first, right?
Yeah.
Which I could understand.
Yes.
I could understand because like we all know, you don't know anybody until you live with them, right?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I don't even think I could. I'm trying to think. Me and my wife were. No, I kind of feel like we got married first and then we lived together. I kind of feel like that was how it went. We were together forever, but we didn't live with each other. Well, we stayed with each other, but
How did it change after you lived with each other? What were some of the good things that you got from living with her?
Well, I could say this, right? It was, a seriousness on my part, right?
Yeah.
As far as how serious I took the whole thing. I come from not a marriage household, right? So I come in with like the TV husband and the TV dad mentality,
Right.
right? That's the way that I was. I don't have a picture in front of me.
Yeah. You coming in like
Right.
like Danny Tanner.
Yeah, type
Yeah,
of
word,
vibes, right?
Yeah, word.
With my wife, who did have that. My wife did have that picture in front of her of what it was supposed to look like. I could say I don't think very much changed, if I can be honest. I don't think very much changed.
Yeah.
Having the kid changed everything.
Right. Is that the second progression?
I would think that should be
moving
second.
in, kid. Is the second?
Well,
Since you're
now
there.
it's almost looking like that's first. I'm seeing
Well,
people have kids
okay.
with each other before they do anything.
All right. Okay. Well, in certain circumstances, but let's just talk about if things were to go, like sort of like a natural progression of a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like, as far as moving in, who initiates that? Who do you think? Do you think it's the man or the woman?
it's a rough one. I think a lot of times it's the man.
Really?
The truth, yeah, I do.
What you think, GB?
I think it's the man. I think it's the man if he's going to consider herself the head of household. I think it's one of the first steps of stepping up and consolidating incomes and letting her know, like, I see what you spending over there. I see what I'm spending over here. We kind of messing with each other. Let's kind of like consolidate it, live a little better, and kind of grow something. It's kind of like you planting the seed. Like I love it. I love living with each other for a little while, but before you fully commit. I feel like it's I feel like you learn so much more about each other. I feel like the gloves are off, the makeup is off, the hiding the paychecks and the hiding the money, hiding the finances is off. You really could learn fully who you're dealing with when you live with them. You can see their bad habits, what time they coming home, all that. It accelerates the process, but I feel like it's the most important process. It's like a broken record. We live in America, land of capitalism, cash rules. Why not consolidate your income for a little while? It's like starting a business. If a shorty could start a lash business with her homegirl, she can move in with her boyfriend.
Corey Cool.
Yes.
Who do you think initiates move-ins?
If I could be honest, the way things are going now, I feel like the woman initiates a lot of these things, most of these things. I think that the woman kind of initiates the thoughts of, all right, now, we've been, here in this space for a while. You know how it goes. Where is this going? Where are we going? What are we doing here? Whatever the case was. And then it comes to the man where, sometimes they're on the naive vibe where they're like, oh, well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right?
They're either naive or they're on the defense.
Or they're on the defense. Yeah.
Naive for defense. When is he definitive? Why he got to be fucking?
Well, because it's when he realizes that the cow is no longer free.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or
But
the
if
milk
you
from the
willing to
cow
step
is
up to
no
the
longer
plate.
free. Well, that's some, not most. And
It's
the
most.
reason why we have a
Most.
topic of today's show is the fact that a lot of young, they think that it's more out there. They think that they can do other things. They're not willing.
Most rents are
Maybe these guys are living for free. These guys could be living at home with their parents.
That part.
Right? They're living
But-
at home with mom and dad,
Like,
or
let's talk
mom.
about the baseline. Most rents or anything like that is negotiable on a yearly basis. So you gotta you gotta redo your lease. What? How often?
2 years, right?
Depends on
It
whatever
depends
your
on-
lease
yeah.
is for.
Or year.
Your
Right,
lease could be
right,
for a
right.
year. It could be
So,
for
right.
24 months.
Right. So I figured that's when you kind of like reevaluate your relationship
Right,
with shorty,
but
right?
I think defense. I'm sorry, defense.
Okay.
Defense comes from a guy who's living off the land a lot of the time, or just happy, or you can use the word content, whatever you would like to use, whatever fits your vocab. But those guys who are living, getting a chance to just spend their money how they want to spend their money, using their resources how they want to use their resources, that can give a little defense, or maybe I'm feeling you, but I'm not maybe feeling you enough
That part.
to go there as well.
Yeah.
That question puts all of that under the microscope. And that's where I believe you can get a little bit of defense from. But I do feel that it's the woman a lot of the time who's going to give you that hint that, hey, what are we doing here? It's up to the man. Now, it's up to the man to kind of, which is like how most engagements happen.
I think that's what I think women use moving in as a prerequisite to marriage. I think they feel like if they can get a guy to move in with them, the odds of that man marrying them are higher. So I think that's why they initiate it. As far as like being on the defense, I feel like men, they get on the defense when it's like, what are we doing? When they got to answer those particular questions, right? And
Right.
Most men don't even think about what we're doing. They're just going about,
just happy
they're
to be
going,
here.
yeah, just in their relationship, living their day to day.
Right.
They're not thinking about what we're doing. It's like, oh, I thought we were good. You know what I mean? But now you want me to define what we are. So I think women get into these situations where they're with a guy, they date, they start to like the guy, they become girlfriend and boyfriend, and they feel like the next step should be, if they want to move or they want to progress the relationship, they initiate moving in together, right? But even if a man is not, a lot of the times, even if a man is not sure if he wants to marry a woman, a lot of times he may oblige. You know what I mean? So I that's what I feel. Now,
Hold on, man.
Not so fast.
Right.
I got something Haitian to say right now.
Well, if you're gonna push back, if I'm gonna push back on what you're saying, I'm going to say that the if we agree with the principle that the woman has access to sex and the man has access to marriage, if that's a prerequisite from marriage, why isn't the man in control of that?
what like
Hold on.
he why is he not in control of it though?
No, but you said it's up to the woman. Right?
No, it's no. I think she's going. I think she'll
gets
initiate it.
She gets
and
access
to
to sex, but we are initiating relationships. That's why I said
Right.
that a man is the one that would say, like, yo, take the next step to move into a crib.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I feel
I'm not
like
saying necessarily like what you talking about,
Right,
buying a house together.
Well, I think it's supposed
no, I'm talking
Oh,
about
oh,
just
oh,
moving into
oh,
a
okay,
crib.
okay.
I feel like it's the man's
Because
decision.
yeah, I guess we kind of saying the same thing.
Right, but it's
Because it's
is it
like,
about
all
the
right.
decision? Is it about the decision or the initiation? That's two different things.
Yeah.
Well,
I think he asked
you
as far as
always
who
lost
initiates
as a
it.
man if your woman edges you into a decision, right?
No,
You
that's not
always
true.
lost.
What do you
I don't
mean?
think so.
What's the loss of
That's
that?
part of
Yeah.
relationships.
It's not part of a
It's a loss.
relationship. You're supposed to be on the up and up. You're supposed to be able to read the room.
You're
Men
supposed
coast.
to.
By the
You're
time
supposed-
when
but we
we're
do
in
coast.
Who
relationships,
coast?
Men coast.
Leaders don't coast.
Women
Leaders don't coast.
they make the road
Leaders
rough. They make the
don't
road rough
coast.
by asking questions and trying to define what shit is. We just roll with shit.
No, we don't.
Women don't do that. No, they don't. They have to have ultimate understanding of what they are doing. Men could just be like, "Yo, we good. We fine."
What's the difference between coasting and giving into ultimatums?
What do you mean? What's the difference?
If your woman has to tell you what the next step of your relationship is going to be, or else she's
All right,
leaving.
no. See now the
We
point,
didn't even
no,
get
wait.
to. We didn't get to
Right.
that yet.
There's what we have to do
You
is
know I'm going to push it, baby.
what we have to what we have to do as men is find that sweet spot between the question and the ultimatum, right? Because once you push it to the ultimatum, that kind of sours. It can, maybe it doesn't for all people, but it can kind of sour the whole thing.
It does,
What
but
we got to
yeah.
do is take the
No,
hint.
no, no,
You
no, no,
gotta
no.
catch
Oh,
it.
wait.
It chips
Wait,
away
stop
at
it.
trust.
Well, let me ask you.
Because
let me ask you this.
no man is. I don't know any men that's worth leading a household that is given an ultimatum that he's fine with. We're not good with ultimatums. We're not good with.
That's what I was
We're
saying. You
not.
gotta
We're
catch it.
not good with. Yo, it's this or that. Pick it.
Yeah, that's why I said you got to catch it.
No, wait.
before. Okay.
We're not doing that. We're not doing a this or that. Because most times when you give a man that's worthy of leading an ultimatum, he's gonna find his point to where he wants to go to. It's not this or that. This is where I'm going. You go this way, not this or that. Am I wrong?
You on point with if it worked out like that, like if that was the actual situation, like I said.
But okay, can I ask you guys a question
Yeah,
before
yeah.
you even get to the
Go ahead.
ultimatum? Right? Are women putting men in positions where they're setting them up for certain things without actually communicating what their true intentions are? Would you guys agree with me when I say that women believe that living together is like the step right before engagement and marriage?
Yeah, that's a step towards it. Yeah, of course. Even Martin and Gina
100%.
when did it. Yeah.
So
Martin, Gina, yeah.
but do you
Sure.
think most women will say like, well, I intend on you proposing to me to be married before they get an apartment together. They get a place together.
Gotta reverse
No.
that, man. Gotta reverse that.
What you mean you got to reverse?
I don't believe
I
that.
feel like engagement should come first before moving in.
I get it.
That's
Nah,
super traditional.
I
but
think-
no, but
Because
I
I
you got
understand
you
where
got
you're coming
dudes
from,
like you
right?
got dudes like GB talking about some helpmate shit and helping me with bills and shit like that and splitting bills and costs.
But also,
He running a spreadsheet in the P&L in a
Hold on.
relationship.
I never said that shit.
What?
No, you.
What? No, you was talking about how high rents are and
Hold
stuff.
on.
And
Hold
it's
on.
like you need two
No, I
incomes.
get
I
what
know,
Ron is
bro.
saying.
Whoa.
I get what Ron is saying. You didn't say that specifically.
No, but I didn't say anything close to that.
But no, you did say something close to that.
What? No, I said.
You did say
Wait a
something
minute,
close
I'm
to
that guy?
You,
Wait a minute.
hold
What?
on.
What?
You
I
said
need
you
what?
said combined. You said combined in today's
You the OG.
economy.
You the OG
you said,
to the
You
youth.
said in today's economy, combined incomes would help out better.
Okay, yeah.
You definitely said
No,
that.
no. Combined incomes, but like both people have to work,
Right.
but the man should take care of most of the bills.
I didn't hear that. I just heard combined
y'all
incomes.
been? That's all I've
So
been
why do
saying.
we have combined incomes if I'm paying for
Yeah,
everything?
exactly. What does that matter?
No,
then?
you don't combine complete. No, wait a minute.
nigga sidestepping.
No. This is Twilight Zone. This is Twilight Zone.
He's sidestepping
Twilight
y'all.
Zone. No, that's really what y'all get from what I be saying.
What? I thought
I
that's
feel
what
like
you
the
said.
man
You said
should
combine-
take
but you
care
said-
of the brunt of the financial obligation. I
Okay.
feel
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
Now, when you combine income, like children, when I say combine, I mean like she got her little money, but she got her bills that she paid. But you should be able, like, the man should be doing the heavy lifting. That's what I look at it like.
Okay.
Once you're married,
All right, well, hold
Once
on.
you're
All right,
married.
let me
Yeah.
let me throw
We're
myself
not talking
in.
about just a woman that. We're
boyfriend
not talking
and
about a
girlfriend.
relationship that is just
Into the mic.
is where we are moving into a 2-bedroom apartment.
I
Let's say
think
a 2-bedroom
initially it should
apartment.
start off as 50-50. And as far as when the man starts feeling more serious about the situation, he should be taking more of the financial.
How you feel serious about this? You already moved in with this person.
Yeah, moving in is not having a child.
Yeah,
Moving
I
in
ain't gonna
is
lie.
not-
Yo, these
Is
new
moving
the
in
new
that-
the new the
See,
new
and this is
wave
what-
of
no, see-
females, they ain't feeling that shit. If you moving in with me, you paying
See,
all the bills.
This is
Oh,
what
wow.
this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Right.
Like you as a man, you put cohabitating on a level that's way below other stuff. Like it's not that serious to you.
It's way
women-
easier to move out
to
than
women,
to
that
like
shit
not
is
have a
dead-ass
kid.
serious to them.
Yo,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
child is way more serious.
I get it. No,
Then-
no, I get it.
So that's on
But
top of
all,
this?
No, all this shit is serious. That's next level shit.
Oh no, that's
Right.
family.
Maybe that's lower
Yeah.
on the
So let's
priority
rank
list.
what's important. What are the top 5 levels of a relationship? What are the top
Living
5
together?
milestones?
First you kiss.
That's number 1.
First you kiss,
Well, that's 5.
then you
Huh?
grab a tit.
No, start
Then
at
after you grab a tit, then you. Oh, we're not talking about that.
start at 5. Start from the bottom first, and then go up.
Going out,
Dating. Yeah, dating.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next one?
It's okay. You got to ask the question again, because you. What do you say?
So I'm thinking dating.
Are there even 5?
What's the question?
The question
Let's do
was
3,
the
'cause
levels.
5 is a lot.
The levels
Is it
of a
5?
relationship. How about we do that? The 5 steps of a relationship. So
Okay.
I'm guessing. Well,
Oh yeah.
dating
yes.
is supposed to be first.
Dating.
Dating,
yes.
okay.
Okay, I'm thinking. What are you
Sex
thinking?
Is next.
Sex is next.
Right.
Yes.
Sex is next. Okay, what we got?
Living together after that, because
No, no.
Yeah. All right, so you're right there with me.
Is moving. Is
So I
moving
don't understand
together.
what the
All right.
problem is. All right, go ahead.
Next one is engagement, and
Yeah.
then marriage.
So where does
Kids. Well, I was.
child and retirement?
So children are supposed. See, the thing about it is children
It
are
comes
supposed.
with marriage.
No, but see, children are supposed to. If we were back in the traditional phase, children are supposed to come after everything.
Well, children come with marriage,
But
bro.
what's happening in our lifetime is children are superseding
well, children,
all of these
is
things.
the thing that's going to bind you forever.
children. No, children.
Having children with a woman.
Bro,
is the only
children
thing
are
that's gonna bind you
superseding-
First comes
with her
love.
forever.
First comes love.
You can
Then
always move
comes
out.
marriage.
Right.
Then
There
comes the
the
baby and the
Children-
baby
carriage.
Children,
a long time ago.
Children are
Sucking her
superseding.
thumb, her dance, yeah, all
Hold
that shit.
on,
Yeah,
dance.
exactly.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Go ahead. Cole.
In this day and
Nothing
age,
changed.
children are superseding all of these things. Children are superseding even people moving in together.
Right.
no.
Children,
Okay,
no. Wait. Children.
It's people that have
Hold on,
children
hold
together
on.
that don't stay together. Though.
No, my
That's
point
what I'm
is
saying.
children are sometimes children. No, a lot of time, children are even superseding dating.
I get it.
Yeah.
But these are
'Cause
not,
sometimes
these are not
sex
people that
is
are
even-
staying together that plan to get married.
All right,
to
she's
each
talking about
other.
in the perfect
we're talking
picture.
about, we're talking about
We're
actual
talking about the
relationships.
perfect world.
It's not even
We're
a
talking about
perfect picture.
relationships.
No, it's not even a perfect picture, right?
We're talking about
We're just
relationships.
we're talking about like it could go out of whack, but like if the goal is to get married. Now, if I pop over a
steps.
chick and I get her pregnant,
Real talk.
Like, I don't want to marry you.
You might want to.
I got to take care of this baby, but marriage is not in the cards for me and you.
It might
Right?
be.
All right, whatever.
It's a possibility.
Anything's a possibility. But what I'm saying is that
Don't be so nasty about it.
if we're
Anything is
together-
possible.
How much abortions cost nowadays?
We don't talk about that on
$375.58.
We promote life. We promote
Wow.
life, right? So either
Everybody?
way,
Like, I don't agree with
either way, like if we're talking about if the end goal is to be in a relationship or be married, cohabitating is very, very important. But like you just said, it's not as important to men as it is to women. Because women, I think, like, I'm not gonna say they do.
Could that bill be a lot for women? Shit.
No, I think I think women feel like if they get you in to the crib, the chances of you taking that next step to marry them is going to happen.
It's
But
100%.
What happens, I
It's
think a lot of
100%.
times, let me finish. A lot of times
Right.
I think it backfires on women where it's like, all right, dude is like, you know, we've been together, we humping, we live together, you know, we good. We have a good relationship. Why mess this up? We don't got to mess it up with no marriage. We don't got to mess it up with having no kids,
Well,
nothing
no,
like that, or
she's
whatever.
waiting.
Or we do have kids. Like,
No, she's waiting for the head of her household to make a decision now. Like, what do you mean? You don't like what? She's just gonna resign to the fact, or she's being patient and not putting pressure on the man that she loves and who's providing and who's showing, who's checking all the boxes.
This is what women need to understand, though. They lose the ability to put pressure on men once they already gave up sex and they gave up pretty much all the qualities of a wife without them making them a wife.
The duties of a wife. You know what I'm saying? Like you're living with the guy. You're splitting the bills. You are doing his laundry.
Yeah.
You are cooking for him.
Yeah.
Like once you give that up, it's kind of like the dude is sitting there like,
If he's dishonorable.
no.
Not
Yes.
even dishonorable.
What do you
no,
mean?
Don't
No,
do
no,
that.
a
Don't do that.
dishonorable,
No, don't do that.
a dishonorable
Don't do
person,
that, G-Blanc.
a dishonorable
Don't do
person
that.
would sit there and take advantage of somebody
You're
who
not
loves
taking
them.
it, but you're really gonna say that a dude that's 22, 23 years
No,
old.
of
No,
course.
no,
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 no. There's
no,
some
he's
older
fine.
dudes that will take it. There's some dudes that will
I'm
take
not talking
advantage.
about them.
And
I'm not talking about them.
So we're gonna have to split it.
Okay.
Because we could talk about a younger dude that's getting
I'm
all
talking
of
28
this.
plus.
Even 28 plus, like, yo, dude, I could be honest. At 28, and I'm living with my lady, and she's doing all these things for me, but I'm like, yeah, I'm just happy being
Happy.
in this.
You're a boy. Like, you don't get to be happy, nigga. You a fucking leader.
I'm happy being in a place that
You got
I'm
a
in.
balloon and a lollipop, nigga.
All
You
right.
don't get to be happy. You gotta fucking
So
be a
let's-
leader. You gotta be able to
so he
communicate.
wants to go for words. Let's take the happy word out.
All right, come on.
I'm content.
That's
being-
even worse.
All right. What other word you want to use? You want to use I am
You're showing leadership by doing what?
what are you talking about? I'm
You got a woman
I'm
up under
28
you.
years old,
you got
bro.
and you got a whole woman up under you.
All right.
So it's you and somebody. You in charge of somebody. You don't left your parents' house and you in charge.
I'm not in charge of her.
Person.
I'm not in charge of her.
Yes, you are.
She's in charge of herself. She has a whole fucking job. She has a whole fucking life. I'm not in charge of her.
So
I'm
you
not
really
her handler.
playing?
I'm her handler.
You're not a handler, but you the prospect.
Tell me what you want. What you want me to do?
She
Like,
up under
come
your
on now.
covering though.
Bro. Any man
She up under
worth
your
his
leadership.
Any man worth his salt.
So why you
A
want her to
woman's
pay
gonna
bills
be
then?
under their
I
leadership.
mean, she
That's
gotta.
it.
We need that Wi-Fi. I don't make enough to cover everything. I don't need half of your paycheck. I don't need all your shit. Yo, cover these. Boom, boom, boom. Have enough money, get your hair done, do all the fly shit, put some money up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take care of the heavy lifting.
Years old.
You playing house. You gotta play house.
Yes, you playing house.
Yeah.
Like you're not
So-
like yo,
so-
bro.
So we okay? Do we
Let's
think it's-
stop
This
this
ain't
bullshit.
Three's company.
No.
Let's
This
stop
ain't
bullshit.
this ain't Three's company.
We're gonna stop
when you
this
faking
bullshit.
being gay to like
Yo,
live with
dude,
chicks. You know what I mean?
We're gonna stop that bullshit.
Come on, what we doing?
You're 28 years old,
Right.
Yo, if the female that you're with
Right.
is playing this game that she wants to be in a household with you,
She trusts you.
trust me to do what? Be a man?
To lead her. Yo, let's get
To
the
lead-
crib together.
All right.
So she's
Okay.
she's trusting that she's gonna move in with you, that you have the aspirations to move this to the next level. Not that
Yeah.
you taking
Can I ask
advantage
you- can I-
of.
So,
Can-
how do you
can I ask
even
you-
know
can I ask
that
you a
you want to
question?
use it?
What-
How do you even hold on, Ron?
He
How do you even know that you want to move it to the next level? Because you might move in with her and be like, "Yo, she's sloppy. I don't want to be with her no
see
more."
that? No, I don't.
Should
I
have
don't
been seen that shit when
that's-
you seen her
Hold on,
spot.
wait,
All right. No. All right. So
If you
wait,
can't,
wait.
yo, if you
Stop.
can't see under her
Stop.
bed when you dating her, if you can't do a push up and look and see daylight up under her bed, you can't move in. with
Yeah,
her.
that's an excuse.
So
That's
what's the?
a- yeah, that's an
wait.
excuse. That's
so
not a
what's
reason,
the point
bro.
of moving in with her?
That's
What's
what
the
I'm
point?
asking you. She not a prospect.
No.
Your discernment is all wrong.
We
if
just
you
just
moving
said-
in with any old person,
we just
you can't
said-
move in with any
we
old
just
person.
Said earlier,
Hold on, fellas.
We
Hold
just
on.
said earlier that the reason that we will move in with somebody is to get to know them a little bit better to discern what we needed in
What
a
a
relationship.
lot.
Who said that?
It's
We
not.
said it earlier.
Yeah, but you're.
I ain't say-
Yo,
he might have
to
said
try-
that.
to
I don't
try and
agree with
figure
that.
out-
I don't
yeah.
agree
No,
with that shit.
Ron, you over here. G Blunt, you said earlier.
Yeah,
you
but
said you can't.
you're
you
minimizing what getting someone together means.
Understand who someone is until you live with them.
But you're minimizing what the fuck I was saying. I'm not just saying like after the second date.
So listen. What
Like
I'm
just
saying.
move in with somebody. I'm
If
talking
you're
about
if you're
someone
moving-
very serious that you're rocking with,
I
and
get
it
it.
makes sense, and you're willing to build
And
with
what
her.
if it doesn't work when you move
you
in with
part
them? Y'all have
ways.
a whole different type of lifestyle.
You part ways.
That's what I'm
Okay, can I ask you a
saying.
question? You talked about the mind state of the woman, what she expects. What's the mind state of the man, you think?
To lead. Once you make that decision, the man makes that decision. Like, yo, okay, I'm gonna.
I don't
we're
think
we're
I
going
don't
to
think
play
majority
house.
of the time the man makes the decision now. Go ahead. No.
Okay, well, it should be on the man to make that decision. Usually, it looks like her lease is up, your spot is better, or your lease is up, her spot is better.
So this
Whoever.
is a transactional relationship.
Let's talk about if they don't have a place. They just saying we're gonna find the place together and move in together.
We fuck with each other. It works for us both to combine our incomes and our resources to live with each other because we like each other like that. We plan to be monogamous.
Yeah, why are we talking about money though? So if we like each
I
other,
mean, no.
it ain't gotta
Money
be about no
is.
bread.
Come on,
Hey,
you don't
I'm sorry,
talk to
give me
me
another
without
bread.
talking about money. Everything I say is rooted in money. Can we? After
that's-
2 years
but
of
that-
doing this, if I need to tell y'all that for y'all to understand,
that's kind of
every
that's kinda what I'm
decision
saying.
is made by the man, and it's made by the man with money.
But that's kind of what I'm saying. In the relationship,
I'm talking about
if you're saying like yo, everything is about the dollar,
the dollar, please.
and the female is looking at it as if like, all right, yo, she's trusting in you,
Yes,
but you're only looking at the dollar.
not only looking at the dollar.
Well,
You're
that's
a man.
what you just said.
You're
Yeah, so-
not
so-
a girl,
so-
and I'm
so
not
you're-
explaining what a
it's a-
man like.
it's a transactional-
You're a man. You know what I mean.
I get what you're saying, but it's a transactional. It's a transactional relationship.
A roommate, a female roommate.
It's a fucking
That he can split bills
transactional
with and has-
I know
relationship.
what's going on.
It's a
There was a
transactional
plan here to,
relationship.
like do something, right?
It's a transactional relationship. It's a transactional relationship. It's a transactional relationship to where
the trap, cool.
You're already in there, brother. You're already there. They got you, brother.
That's why you're not looking at me. I can tell.
Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this, right?
I'm not doing this with y'all.
You keep talking about
I
splitting bills and shit.
I know.
You lead.
I know. That's what I said. That's what I said. Chickens
You
up.
got your money? Give me some money. I need half of this shit.
give me 50-50, bitch. I kill you. I'm moving the fuck out.
This is fun. This is fun.
Yeah. So, all right.
I Kyrie Irving.
All right. Okay. The title of the show is "I like her enough to move in with her, but I don't like her enough to marry her." Right?
That's a unique situation to be in.
But is whose fault is it? Right? Because if the woman's intention is to get married and she doesn't communicate it to the man to move in, and he might move in and not have an intention to marry that woman and get all the benefits of a wife from her without putting a ring on her finger, who bamboozled who?
Whoever's falling short.
What do you mean who's ever falling short?
Well, when you're playing house, both of you have to play. You're playing husband and she's playing wife. Whoever falls short, if she's not stepping up on certain things around the house that you think that your wife or your helpmate or whoever should be doing, you reevaluating who you with, and vice versa. If you move in with a man and you think your life is supposed to be easier, and now you were on your own, but now you can't afford to get your hair and your nails done and to pay your car. If you're struggling more when you're with a man, if you're a woman, it's time to reevaluate your decision.
What if you
Life
not,
should be easier on both sides.
What if it
the man
no.
should be
What if financially,
giving up
if
a
it
little
is,
bit more,
what if it
but
is
his life
easier?
should be easier.
What if it is easier, but
What?
that man is like, no, all right, the bills are paid. We got 2 incomes coming in. I can afford to get my hair, nails, and all that other shit done,
Right.
and we good. I live in a better place.
This shit sounds like some poetic justice
Right?
shit.
No,
now.
hold
Got
on.
2 incomes
And-
coming in.
Nah, what? It's nasty. It sound nasty.
No.
the way
He talking
he
about
was saying-
Chicago. He talking about
I
Chicago.
got 2 incomes
Alright,
coming
yeah.
in.
I'm saying it sounds
But-
beautiful to me. Like
No,
this shit
it's all
sound
good,
like fucking
but
poetry in motion.
do not stepping up to the plate to propose, right?
Well, that's the
Because
next step.
for him, it's like, all right, we all good.
Yeah,
Why we need to do that? You understand what I'm saying? So
but that's dishonorable
how is that dishonorable?
because she's moving in with you and she's under your guidance and under your covering with the assumption that you're gonna complete the task.
Well, okay. I think relationships move based on relationships, right? Are
Incompatibility and like-mindedness.
no, the progress of them is moved by
Like-mindedness.
by women, right?
No.
It's based on the standards of a woman. I
Kinda
believe.
butt
Okay,
nigga,
no,
butt nigga then, yeah.
No.
If your woman gotta kick you in your ass every fucking day to go get some overtime and to go be assertive and to
No,
step,
it's
if
not
your woman
about-
gotta be your fucking mom.
It's not about
You
the
know what I'm
money.
saying?
It's not about the money because when you think about it, right? Like, yo, a dude in general, a male in general, he's gonna kind of ride the wave and do whatever he needs to do to sustain.
Ride the wave. He is the wave.
All right, he's gonna do what he needs to do to sustain. The woman, most times, she's gonna sit there and kind of go off of the vibe that she gets from the
rides
guy.
wave. He's the wave and she rides it. Yeah.
So
When that wave is dry and that wave is like, it's the same wave for the last 5 years. I ain't really gonna see nothing that you promised me. All right, now she reevaluating, getting up off this wave.
What? It's not always about promises. A lot of times, I don't think men are promising anything.
I didn't finish what I was saying.
Finish what you said.
I don't think that there's ever a situation where a man is obligated to marry a woman that he moves in with. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
I don't
But-
agree.
But I don't think
I don't agree
think
at
that there's ever a situation where you move in with a woman and you're saying, I'm obligated to marry you. I've been there before. So this is why I'm saying that.
Yo, you
No.
ever been to?
I think you should. If you move in with a woman, you should have intentions. Intentions.
You
I don't
can
say
have intentions, but sometimes
I think a lot of niggas,
So
a lot
hold
of dudes move in with females and they have no intentions
So
of marrying. them.
sometimes the intentions will fuel you to do something that you really don't want to fucking do.
So why you even here? Why you
Be-
wasting?
be-
You're
because-
wasting
because-
everybody's
because-
time.
Because
You're wasting literally
because
everybody's time.
Because what happens is you have these great and grandeur intentions or whatever have you,
Okay.
and then the relationship changes.
You're fine.
And then things do change.
Yeah.
And then now you're like, oh, I got to keep up with what everyone
Everyone, nah.
thinks I'm supposed to do. Because these are the intentions, right?
Yeah.
These are the intentions. Like, yeah, I moved in with her. All right, so I got to just deal with her.
Well,
so now I'm gonna
society
get married.
or
Now, so
no
now
one
I get
gives
married.
that pressure.
So now I'm going to stick with her. And now I stick with her. And then, oh, this shit is fucking terrible. So I got to keep on keeping up with this shit. Like, yo, like, it's not as easy as people would like to depict. Like, there are a bunch of different factors. There's a bunch of different pitfalls. It's not just, yo, your heart meets my heart and it's beautiful and we're gonna do this. It's not like that, bro.
I get what
It's
you're
not like
saying,
that.
but like, yo, a lot of times, a lot of times people know that shit is not gonna work, but they continue to move forward, right? They ignore certain things and they move forward. I really feel like, all right, if the end goal for a female is to get married, right? If she were to withhold certain things, there would be a lot more married women.
What you mean, like farts?
Sex.
Okay.
He said thoughts.
I said farts. I said farts.
Oh, farts. Oh, I think
Yeah, it's a gas.
Oh, I think we going to be
Farts.
so lucky.
Yo,
that ship is sailed.
yeah.
Yeah, no woman is, especially in this day and age, no woman is
Well,
she's not holding back on sex.
No, okay, because she feels
It's not
like
happening.
I think that women feel like if I don't have sex, he's gonna move on.
She's not even in the game.
I don't
Yeah.
even think that.
Yeah, I think they do.
I'll be completely honest with you. I think that the liberation is so evident right now that they feel like they can do whatever they want to do and still get the same
I think that's a certain
results.
type of woman.
still get the same results that they would get if they weren't to do with that.
I
Because-
think that's a certain woman.
Well, Kai, how old is it? How old is KJ?
5.
What's his favorite dessert?
KJ loves, what is that, pie?
You better hurry up and fucking find this answer. It's just gonna haunt you. Haunt you next
Angel pie.
Wednesday.
What kind?
Angel
Angel pie.
What is it?
Angel cake, like with a little round one.
Yeah.
If you let him have that breakfast, lunch, and dinner, if you just allow him to eat that, wouldn't he just keep eating it?
Yeah.
So I use that analogy, like if you let women just decide what they want to do, like there's no structural organization, nothing like that. They just feel like they just want to have sex.
D-Block, stop doing this shit, yo. I'm saving you. I'm saving this nigga, yo.
Go.
Do
I
not,
wanted to hear what he was gonna say.
do not equate women to fucking 5-year-olds, bro. Like, yo, you can't do
I'm
that.
not equating women. If you want to look, fuck it. If you want to do that, let's fucking do that.
You can't do that.
But I'm saying society allows them to just do whatever they want to do with no judgment, anything. We talk about body counts. We talk about everything is taboo to talk about with women now. Their sexuality is front and center. Everything is in full play.
Yeah.
If you let people just do whatever they want to do without any consequence, they just gonna fucking do it.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Right?
You're right.
So
yeah.
Women having sex, it doesn't mean anything to them anymore.
But the results are the results, though.
Results are the results, yeah.
No, I'm saying it's not like
It cannot mean
Women-
anything
women-
to them,
women-
but at
women
the end of the
that-
day,
nah. I'm saying women that's sexually free and liberated. They're not getting married in droves. Like it's not men lining up to marry them like that. So you know they could do whatever they want to
Selling
do,
that
but
monkey in their formative years.
no, you could take door A or take door B. You understand what I'm saying? I think that
what's the red pill version of this?
if you could live that life, you could live that sexually liberated life, or you can be disciplined with that and hold it in high regard. And once you hold it in high regard, that man is going to hold it in high regard. Now, you might have guys that will walk away because they like, yo, I got this chick over here that's giving it up.
Yeah.
But the guy that you want, possibly the guy that you want that will marry you, he's going to respect that.
I always believe that discipline is just going to get you where you want to go.
Hold on. Can I?
Go ahead.
We say women gives access to sex, men gives access to relationships, right?
For sure.
But they can twerk that. I hate to give them this thing. They could rework that shit if they withhold sex. That will give them the control. If they were to withhold sex.
Well, the control would just be for a certain amount of time. It's very limited. It's very limited. So if you're withholding sex from me, I'd just be like, all right, okay, let's get married.
Yo, you know how much, like, yo, bro, even as a married man, like, I've been with my wife for a very long time. We've been married for 13 years, right? I will avoid arguments in order to have sex.
Oh,
well, you a sucker.
Call me what you want.
This nigga's a sucker ass nigga. Hey, listen, everybody out there, put the fucking goddamn lift from him.
Yo,
sabotage.
Because listen, you don't like.
Let's not act like I'm.
You say what you need to say.
Let's not act like I'm different than any other man.
This whole ad nigga.
Dudes do it all the time. They avoid conflict in order to have sex, even in relationships.
Or
it's dudes that are dating, right? It's dudes out there tonight that's at the club right now that got dissed by a chick to their face. Like, nah, nigga, I ain't fucking with you. Oh, sweetheart, yo, baby. Yo, don't be like that. Yo, why you being so mean? Right?
Of course. We already know this.
She's not giving you nothing. But just
Ron,
you don't want to
Ron.
close the door because it's a possibility. Because
Ron.
eventually you think maybe if you keep going or you being nice to her, she may have sex with you.
Ron, we're not gonna go down this route. Okay, we already know. Niggas will do anything for sex.
Absolutely.
Males in general will do
males
anything
will get
for
married
sex.
For sex.
Yes, that's
Back
a fact.
in the day,
that's just what it is.
Chicks was like,
we're not going down this rabbit hole.
I'm not having sex with you until I get married.
All right.
And that's why they got married a lot more back in the day than they do now.
Yeah.
But now, women are sexually liberated. They're sexually free. So they give it up. Right?
So what's the conclusion you got on it? Like what
the conclusion is
that's why they get married.
The marriage rate is gonna go down because they giving up the poop.
We're talking about shacking up.
Wait, what?
It's okay.
Shacking up.
Once you give
What
it up,
Shaq got to do? Shaq was talking a whole bunch of. You talking? Okay, yeah.
Living with each other.
No, once you give up certain, you give the dude certain things in a relationship.
Yeah,
it's hard to take it back. Then you got to get to the point of that ultimatum.
Ron, speak specifically. Once you give a man wifely things,
yes,
you're washing his clothes, you're doing the dishes,
we going preparing dinner.
You're giving him rollover sex.
Speak on it. Damn, why it take so long?
Oof. once you're doing these things, it's a wrap. A dude is not gonna he's gonna take as much time out of that until you change up. And then even after you change up and say like, yo, I'm not gonna do this no more until you bop, he's still gonna try it. It has to be.
You talking about the dishonorable man, though. I think a man with any kind of discernment and a man who has your best interest in heart
I think
is
any
going to
man.
be clear in communication with what the next step is.
Yeah.
And he's going to step up to the plate to guide you to,
I think you're an honorable dude. I think Ron is an honorable dude. I think Corey's an honorable dude.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm an honorable dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna change the
kind of going too far.
I'm gonna change the think. I'm gonna change the think to a no.
Okay.
I know you're an honorable guy.
Right.
I know Ron is. I know I am. I know Corey is.
All right.
But I know, given the situation, to a certain degree in our life, where we're at in our life, we're gonna push that to a certain limit, to where it's like, do I really want to go here? Get this marriage done? I think we're gonna push it.
Okay.
Any of us. I think any of us
All right.
are gonna want to push it, and until it comes to that level, to where it's like, yo, we have to get it done, then we're gonna get it done. But like, I don't think it's like, oh goddamn,
Well, I can only speak for my.
goddamn, she give me some good ass head. I'm gonna get married
I
to
could
her.
only
Like,
speak
it's
to
not
myself.
like, yo,
I could
that's
only
not-
be like, yo, once we rocking, I'm gonna set forth my plan, and my plan
You said you're
is going
playing
to
forth to her.
yes. Once we're,
All right.
I feel like that's what an honorable man does. He's
You
clear
think
with communication.
Most dudes have marriage plans set up.
Listen, all right. I love analogies. I feel like dating is like trying out for a basketball team, right? So boom, when you're dating, it's like intramurals, right? When you trying out for the team, that's when you really, really dating, and you really kind of thinking like, all right, I might move in with a person. When you own the basketball team, you make the team, you made the roster, you commit to this. You know what I mean? That's when you move in with somebody and you're thinking about going to the next level. The last level is the championship. You the star player, you gotta take them there. That's why I look at it like.
Well, what about the other 12 people on the team? What they doing?
I don't
Volleyball team.
I don't believe in that process.
Volleyball. It's a two-man team.
I don't believe in that process.
Beach volleyball. I ain't get the whole thing through.
Oh, shit.
If you're cohabitating, you should be prepping for marriage.
Yes.
But I don't think that that's the intent for a lot of guys. I think maybe females too. I might be jaded where I don't believe that females are on that type of time, but they might be on the same type of time that you are. They like, yo, get an apartment. I can't afford the shit by myself. I split bills with somebody else, and we cohabitate and we split. We help
And the
partners.
sex is like,
We have sex here or there,
yeah.
and we're in a relationship.
I really feel
but
like
we're
that's like the new
roommates.
age shit, though. Real shit. I really do. I feel like that's
To
like
the fly
the new age
apartment,
thing.
let's live good. Let's you know what I mean. Let's live it up. You know what I mean?
Yo, we split the bills. We able to go out. Like, I would have loved to have that like early
I have
on.
no
Like,
problem
that
with
would have
it.
been so dope. Sorry, I love my wife. Alright, but yeah, that would have been so dope. Like, yo, we split the bills and we live good, and I could just do what I want to do and you do what you want to do. Like, that's dope. But I don't see that being healthy at all. You know what I'm saying? For a healthy relationship. But also, with the day and age of the female what we're dealing with right now, I really feel like they control the they control what's going on as far as who does what.
Oh,
They do.
what power does a modern day female have that we need their money?
No, vagina power.
In-house pussy.
It's always gonna be a vagina, man.
Yeah, that's just what it
Let's make the world go round.
Yo, you don't like you think we think we need money. We think we need more money or more money or more money, but not necessarily.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like, yeah.
That's a
The
fact.
more money we make, the better we live.
All right.
Nigga, we could have been on here reviewing Kilburn fucking 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Niggas go out and make money, you know what I mean? And we could drink good shit and talk good shit, spark businesses, leave our wives at home. Like, nigga, if we wasn't making no money, you think our wives would be cool with us doing this shit? Fuck y'all niggas dreaming, slapping us in the back of our head like, fuck y'all niggas don't deserve to dream.
My wife would be down, right?
Yeah.
Right, babe? We've been down for that.
All right.
You know.
All right. So what are we saying to men that I feel like it's men that are on that I like her enough to live with her, but I don't like her enough to, even in the title I put her, so
Yeah.
to marry her.
Mm-hmm.
What are we saying to those guys?
What are you saying to those guys, G Blanc?
Read the room. Read the room. Before you even get into that room, respect the expectations that are upon you. And if you plan on milking that cow and all that, read the room. Like, understand where your presence is a nuisance after a while and you in the way. If you ain't really showing and proving every year, it's almost the new potential. You know, back in the day, women used to date on potential. A lot of women.
You still talking about money, or you talking about proposing?
No,
I'm talking about.
He's always talking about money.
I'm-
What the fuck are you?
I don't understand why you don't understand.
We not saying that.
Well, I'm
this
talking
dude-
about
this
what
dude
money
is
comes
lacking.
proposal.
Oh,
How
oh.
you gonna, yo, dog? If you live in check to check, if the dude can't pay his half of the
Talk
mortgage,
his shit, bro.
it all correlates. If he can't come up with his side,
All right,
how's he gonna come up with the 15, 20 grand for
what
a
if he
ring?
coming up with
How he gonna give? How
No.
he gonna get you a ring?
No, what if
he don't got no
What
money?
if he don't want to buy you a ring?
Then you gotta get the fuck away from this nigga. What are we talking about here? Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you're talking theoretically to a woman that moved the dude in, that's been in a relationship with that man for years, and you saying just leave him. If she had in her head that she was gonna marry this dude, like the natural progression of their relationship was gonna be marriage. Like,
Yo,
they're
the
not thinking like
saddest
that.
thing to see is 50-year-old boyfriend and girlfriends.
In the mic.
That makes me sad to see a woman that's a girlfriend at 50.
Damn, why 50? 50 is not bad though. Like 60 is pretty bad.
Oh, 50?
But 50 is like,
60.
all right, I get it. You might have got divorced
60.
or whatever have you. Like, you good. But 60
No,
is pretty
divorced is one thing, but I'm talking about still waiting on a nigga to do the right thing. At fucking 50, like, oh nah, he gonna marry me, or then, or the worst thing is that you giving his philosophy that he doesn't believe in marriage.
bad. No, yeah, don't. I know a
This
few
nigga Kyrie
motherfuckers-
you to
No,
fucking death.
I
He don't fucking believe in marriage. This nigga's on this fucking bullshit.
No,
I
but
think
Kyrie's
marriage
married,
is
Huh?
based.
Kyrie's married.
No. Kyrie is married, yeah.
I think marriage is based on the standards of women, for the most part. Like if women,
Kyrie, no.
Come on,
I said
if
Kyrie.
women, no, if
marriage-
women
talking
put
about everything.
they put hard stops
on,
on
bro.
certain things,
Yeah.
they'll get that. They'll get that marriage.
If we're talking about everything that substantiates what benefits of marriage, women are on the way far high end. Men don't get the benefits of marriage. Women get it.
No, I understand that, but they have what will entice men to give them those high end things.
All right, I get
If
it.
they withhold, if they withhold sex, if they utilize sex as a form of bartering currency, whatever.
Right.
Yo,
currency, sex. All right,
they're gonna
nigga.
get what they want.
You dirty
bro.
macking, bro.
They're gonna
Take
get what
this
they
nickel.
want.
That's nasty.
All right.
You tell
No,
them
it
that?
is, but
You tell them that?
that's when most relationships are transactional like that,
Right.
right?
Yeah, no, you're right.
So
Yeah.
KB,
What's up, yo?
same question to you.
What was the question again? I'll spit it out.
What do we
as soon
say
as
to
you-
the dudes that they like her enough to live with her, but don't like her enough to marry her?
Like her enough to live with her.
Is that the case?
don't wanna marry
before
her.
you go. Is that the case that they don't like them enough to marry them, or it's like,
Well,
all right,
you know,
we're already
here's a-
living like we're married.
Hey.
Why?
So here's the thing. I feel like you can get to know someone very well with living with them. And if you don't like the person that they are while you're living with them, then you try to have conversations with them about the things that you don't like about that. If they don't change and that's who they really are, y'all ain't supposed to be together. Don't marry her.
It's no way for me to get to know a female without living with her though.
I don't think so. I think that you living with someone, and when I say living with someone, cohabitating in
Close the
general
door.
means that you have the same clothes in the same space, you have the same sneakers, socks, you're washing clothes.
Why do you have
hold
to
on,
live together?
hold on. Can I go through everything?
I'm sorry.
You're washing clothes. You are changing the bedspread. You are doing all of these things together, cleaning the kitchen, doing all the shit. Yo, if that person is not the person that you think they're gonna be, and then you go to them and you're like, yo, I don't like what's going on right now. And they're like, yeah, nigga, this is how I live. Fuck you.
Why do
Maybe
you
that's
ha-
not
why-
supposed to be the person
No,
that you want
okay.
to
My
live with.
question is though, why do I have to live with that person before I
I
figure
just
that out?
said to you, there's no way that you're gonna go through life and have chores with one person that you're gonna live the rest of your life with, and not test them on these things, and they fail these tests, and then you go to them and try to figure out, yo, all right, let's figure this out.
I think
don't-
I think that's a cop out, bro. I think that's a cop out. You got friends, you got family where you got a good grip on who they are. You don't have to live with them to know who they are. You know what I mean? Like, I think the fact, like, when we use that excuse of like, yo, you got to live with somebody before you marry them and shit like that, like, you're gonna see certain characteristics in that person before you live with them. You know what I mean? I don't think you have to cohabitate with somebody before.
So
marry
you
them.
don't think that somebody could hide shit from you?
I think you're wrong, Ron.
Speak
I
on it.
think there's
Speak
a
on it.
whole nother level of, there's a whole nother like peel layer that's getting shed when you live with somebody. You actually know what time they're coming in, and like people leave people's houses and they get home whatever time they get home. You know how much time that they're spending doing things. You know how they're eating. You know everything about a person when you live with them.
You can't hide anything when you live with a motherfucker.
That's true.
So it's like, from what you said,
Right.
time frames to where you go from work, come home,
Yeah.
from what your cleanliness is. Because if you don't live with somebody, you could easily clean up when they're not around.
Nigga.
And be like, all right, let me just clean up this.
Kyle.
But when you hold on, because I know you already have a thought in your head. But let me just finish what I had.
Go ahead.
And just hold your thought in your head.
Go ahead.
Yo, you could easily clean up behind somebody, have a clean kitchen, have a clean fucking bed or whatever have you, vacuum, all the shit.
Right.
When you live with somebody, it's something totally different.
Right.
And if they're not the same level of cleanliness than you are, it might be an issue.
Deal breaker. Or let me take it.
Nah, I wasn't gonna say a deal breaker, but it might be an issue. Hold on, because he was holding it. He was holding it.
I'm sorry.
I asked him to hold it.
With the Jeffrey Dahmer shit. Jeffrey Dahmer was dating the deaf boy, right? And they were living separately. But the deaf nigga didn't know that Jeffrey was killing people. You know what I mean? So if the deaf dude, what's his name, Tony? If you watched the Jeffrey Dahmer thing, right? You watched me like
No.
You never watched it?
No.
You never watched it?
I didn't.
Oh, I'm talking to myself. Okay, all right.
Yeah, you are. I've never watched
You
it.
never watched it either? All right. Jeffrey Dahmer had someone that he was dating. It was a black dude, and he was deaf. And he was kind of in a relationship with him. But the dude was going home. Jeffrey was killing niggas in the meantime. You know what I mean? So, if he would have
He was killing them like between the time when he left and came back.
Yeah, but he ended up killing him too. But I felt like if he lived with
he
him,
murdered him also, huh?
right,
All right.
like you could be dating somebody and going home at night not knowing that they're a serial killer. That's what I'm saying. You really get to know somebody when you date when you live
When
with
you
somebody.
just not leaving. You just sleeping there.
Would you just sleeping there? But
No. When you're living there in the same bed as the person, right?
There's a layer that you're taking off of your privacy when you live with somebody.
So
Same way you said about cleanliness. You can fake your cleanliness when you're not.
Yeah, you can't fake your cleanliness when you live with
Women
somebody.
really knows how many showers a man takes a week.
Yeah, I'm at about
And it
2.5.
surprises them a lot.
2 to 2.5.
And it surprises them a lot. It surprises them every time.
I do a sink wash up on Wednesday.
A bird bath?
I do a per bath on
A bird
Wednesday.
gang?
what about people that have roommates? Like for a long period of time, they live different type of styles of life, but they're able to cohabitate. A lot of times I think it's like it's not a reason, it's just an excuse. Like,
that's a
to live with somebody in order to figure out who they are.
That's a completely transactional relationship. 100%. Zero of any emotion, zero of any promise of anything. That's
No, I don't think it's just
roommate.
roommate?
What do you mean?
Like
You have to like your roommate?
no, you don't have to, but you're able to live with somebody and not really
That's
know.
transactional,
Like
huh?
even if okay, what I'm saying is that even if they are not the cleanest, they don't the same
the
time
ground
schedule and everything
rules,
like
the
that.
different
You will
relationship.
continue to live with that person.
With that
No.
transactional relationship comes
No.
with
You'll
stipulations
be able
on.
to.
You won't.
No, you'll be able to kind of conform
You
to
gotta go.
to their lifestyle.
You're dirty.
Yeah.
You're dirty. You gotta go.
If niggas,
The fuck out of
if
here.
your roommate cooks food every night that makes you throw up, like the nastiest food, you're not gonna sit there for it. It's gonna accelerate. Like, I gotta get out of here. And there's apps for that. Like, if you look at roommate descriptions, when people are looking for a roommate, there's a description there: single, white, female, cat, pet
Yeah,
lover,
single white female.
that
Yeah.
bomb. Like, there's a description. There's a reason why people give descriptions of themselves when they're looking for a roommate, because there's some sort of compatibility that has to be there.
I think
You know what I mean?
if you're dating someone for a certain amount of time, or you girlfriend and boyfriend with that person,
Fuck.
I don't think you're gonna be surprised about how they live.
Who's the pressure on, Ron? Is the pressure on the man or the woman?
Once he moves into that crib, it's on the man,
Okay.
because that woman
Yeah.
knowingly wanted to move with that guy because she feels like that's the step before marriage.
Okay. So we're on the same page.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got?
That's it. Let's go.
Before we move on, I would say to women, like, and to men, to be transparent. Transparency is
100%.
super important. Like, if if you're looking to get married, if that's the end goal, communicate that to your partner, and don't be ashamed to do it.
Yeah.
I've seen women say, "Oh, nah, I don't care about getting married," knowing they really do. Right?
Yeah. That's
Men
the
will
worst.
men
That's
will
the worst
take
thing
that
you
and
could
say like,
possibly
"Yo,"
say.
they'll use that shit against you.
Yeah.
They'll say like, "Yo, well, you say you didn't want to get married. If you want to get married and that's the goal, communicate it to your significant other,
Facts. Yeah.
so they know
Good
what
one.
they're in for, and then it'll save you a lot of time, save you a lot of grief."
Yeah, that's a good one.
So,
Yeah.
what else we want to touch tonight?
What's our second subject? Yeah, a couple
We had a transactional, but then
that kind of worked today. We
yeah,
had that Shorty was talking about giving top instead of
we was also talking about dating coaches. We had a video with I watched some of this guy's videos, Coach Greg Adams, and he talked about he was talking about body count. But we kind of expanded the discussion because it was about the fact that men these days, specifically like in the red pill community, they utilize these dating coaches. And you guys felt like, what do you explain? What do you feel about guys that tune in
coaches?
or even hire these dating coaches or take their courses and utilize their services?
But I feel like they're victims of an exploitive practice. Almost. I feel like the red pill community kind of grooms young men into a level of distrust and low self-esteem that they need dating coaches to kind of coach them out of it. And though as a young man, I could have used the OG here and there to kind of like get me through certain things.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I do not like. I find the thought of a dating coach to be comical.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think, KB?
Yeah, same thing. Like, I think it's kind of funny to think that some corny ass nigga's gonna tell me you gotta talk to a girl.
Right.
You're not gonna tell me how to
It's like watching
you know,
rappers
like,
train with
seriously?
like Chris Brinkley,
Come
right?
on,
It's like watching rappers
really?
train like watching Drake work on the jump shot and shit like that. Like,
No,
it's weird.
I get both of you guys' perspective, but
You're weird.
I think you guys are coming from a side where you guys didn't have trouble dating women, right? Everybody's been rejected. Everybody's had their ups and downs when it comes to relationships and love and shit like that.
yeah.
But there are men that genuinely have trouble in the dating space, the love space, trying to accomplish their goals as far as love and relationships. And I think you guys don't have the ability to to think from somebody else's perspective.
Are there sex coaches for like men? Are there men that teach men how to have sex?
I'm pretty sure they're
Are there
probably
father
is.
coaches? Are there men that teach men how to be fathers?
I don't know.
Huh?
It's what I in this day and age I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
I feel like it's exploitive. I feel like men.
What's the difference between like a dating coach or a matchmaker or some? Like you think they're
Well,
all
matchmakers
exploitive?
for women. Women are on a biological clock. Matchmakers, in my opinion, are for women within a age range where they're single and they can't have children anymore. The clock is ticking. Weed out my dating pool and get me people to date that are in my dating pool so I could accelerate a process. A dating coach, when
All
we're
right,
talking
but
about
you
20
give them-
men in their 20s,
All
is
right.
the is the new version of a pickup artist.
Okay.
Like-
either way, if you
in
want to
our
call it a
generation,
pickup artist,
late our generation, there was the pickup artist. There was the
no, I
How
get
to
it.
Mac and all that. Did you
No.
gravitate to that?
No,
you
I
thought that
didn't.
shit was
No.
corny.
I never did, but like I understand that there is
No,
a
you
lane for that. But you gonna give a pass to the women, but you don't give it to the men. But you gotta
No,
understand,
men ain't never getting no pass.
Hold on. Women are the fairer sex. It's not hard for a woman to have sex with a man.
But we get
Even
sat
the
here.
most regular female,
Right.
she's not gonna have trouble
Right.
finding a man to sleep with her.
Right. But
It
that's
doesn't
not
go
her.
the same way
that's
for a
that's not
man,
her
bro.
plight. Her plight is to find a man to commit to her.
Okay. I get what you're saying, right? And that's why they would hire a matchmaker,
Yeah.
or they may hire some
To
type
find
of coach, too.
like-minded men. What do you think a matchmaker is?
I think they are somewhat. They take the dating coaching to another level because they got a show that me and my wife watched, the Atlanta Matchmakers,
All right.
and they actually got to teach mainly their clients are females, right, of a certain age. They got to teach these women how to flirt with men.
Okay.
So it goes both ways, bro. It goes both ways. I think you guys are coming from a perspective where you never had a problem, approaching women, finding women to date,
Well, I feel
finding
like
a significant other.
If this was a woman's podcast and we were three women sitting here and we were talking about a matchmaker, I think we would scoff at that too. The fuck you need that? Niggas holler at me everywhere I go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, yo, live life. It's not fun to get it like that. Like, it's when you're desperate, you need it like that. You don't want to get it like that. You know what I mean? To have a mentor, to have an OG, to have people like that, a big brother, a big sister, that's cool.
If you dehydrated,
Okay.
you're gonna take a drink of water from wherever you can, right?
I guess.
So, bro, if you appeal to my pain, I'm gonna tune in. I'm gonna listen to what you have to say, right?
Yeah.
Um,
But to take it to levels further and get the one-on-one thing. To listen to someone, it's like listening to us. We encourage people to listen to us and to talk to us. We spit in game off of experience, off of it's mainly experience, right? Like, we all been here and done that, and we reached the mountaintop of what most men would want at our age. But we're not sitting here like, yo, call me for a one-on-one. Like, I'll coach you through your life. You know what I mean? We'll spit a little game, but it's like, I feel like it's exploitive to be like, yo, I'll coach you through life. I'll tell you how to pick up women and all that. It's the pickup artist shit.
Okay, you can't. Don't do that, bro.
Go ahead.
Don't do that, because like, yo, in your line of business, if somebody called you with their issue, with your line of businesses or whatever, you'd be like, yo,
I'm an expert.
No, okay, all right. So would you do it for free though?
Not at all.
All right. So if this guy pegs himself as an expert, I don't know his track record, but you consider yourself an expert, right? They consider themselves an expert. So for what they're giving, and if they have shown results, you can't minimize that man, what he's done. And if he's showing results where he's showing men how to get women. Now if it's a situation where, guys are just tuning in and whatever, and they don't get results, and it's like, yo, this dude is a fraud, it's something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's like that. Yo, bro, I think the way the dating phase is that there's a large portion of men that feel like they are approaching the women that are technically on their level, right? But those women are not giving them any act right.
Okay.
And they got to, some may have problems as far as approaching women, speaking to women, a long list of a bunch of different pains that they have, but they need some guidance. What's wrong with having a little guidance, bro?
Guidance is cool. We need a coach to kind of walk you through every step of the way to be a man. It's like certain bumps and bruises shape men and make them into men. I don't know. I kind of quit. I guess this comes with age, but it's kind of like we romanticize things the way that we grew up. You know, we like the way that, like, a little rejection is kind of good for you. It kind of helps you shape your game.
You're assuming
Shape
that
your
these men are not getting
mouthpiece.
rejected. I believe they are.
Yeah,
getting
rejected online.
I think they're
though.
getting rejected.
They were
Either
getting,
way,
getting
they're
rejected,
rejected
online.
I think they're getting
Like,
rejected.
what's that stat? That 30% of men now were like
30% of men are either virgins or only had sex or haven't had sex in over a year.
That's crazy.
Over 30% of men are virgins or haven't had sex in over a year.
So you don't think that's a little bit biased? But 20% of men are having all the sex.
Yes. 20% of men are having sex with 80% of the women.
Shouldn't the 20% of men be the dating coaches?
They probably are.
Nah,
They probably are.
Nah.
Why do you think they're not, though?
Old dudes with the gray beards. Niggas telling them how it used to be. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Nah.
bro. If it's
KB,
there,
nah? What you feeling? You kind of like indifferent?
I'm just listening.
Okay.
yo, I think that if they can help these dudes out, why not?
Right.
Why not? Like, I don't think it's cool to shame these dudes because you got I think, you know, women do similar shit or whatever. It's just not as frowned upon as much as it is on men.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, I never really had, you know, big issues as far as women are concerned, but I can understand where these guys are probably coming from. I can, you know, like, yo, bro.
Giving into the luxury and the trappings of society is like, yo, men have to understand, and past the coke, you have to understand that, yo, listen, there's a certain expectation that is expected of you. You see a cute girl, you're supposed to go over there. Before you go over there, you're supposed to make sure you're properly groomed, you're maintained, and you have a plan for what you want to do with her. Like, the coke, like, who coached?
There's a problem. What you just said, right?
Yes.
You have a problem with the fact that somebody is.
I was has to tell somebody, like, in like a
No.
group
I
setting
think they're
to, like,
telling
tell
these
them.
guys the same thing, but
I feel like on the flip side, yeah, they might be coaching on Monday, Tuesday, but on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they're also telling that same group of men that women ain't shit and women are transactional only and women are only after you for their money. It's like they're feeding their own beast. You know what I mean? It's like they're creating their own monster. They're creating this distrust in the black dating community, and then they're
I think
profiting.
It's black and white. It's all across.
All right.
But go ahead.
Well, I'm mainly concerned with the black
Yeah, I
community,
get you.
and then they're profitizing by boosting the men out of it. You know, I feel like this. You know,
They
whole
create like a fear, and then they give them
with the whole youth
pill for it,
exactly,
and then they make them pay for it though.
That's basically yeah. In a
That's,
nutshell,
that's business in a nutshell, though.
business in a nutshell, right?
Yeah, that's the
I mean,
that's the
at
world
the
we live in.
detriment of our community, though, right? And then we're watching the dysfunction. We're watching the rise. That's why I try to have a I could bash women more, like I could do, but I try to be objective on here.
I
try to be objective because I feel like the tide is kind of leaning when we're talking to men, that it's kind of leaning like on like.
I think these. You don't think these guys are like the have-nots of getting chicks? I think these guys are the have-nots.
I feel like they're the have-nots by this design.
By design of what, though?
By design of the red pill community.
How does that? What do you mean, though?
they're being indoctrinated to understand that women are only transactional.
You can
they
only you
want
can only,
the
like,
rich guy. They only want that. They only want fine.
okay,
everybody had the jobs.
A lot of times you can only implement fear. You can implement you can implement fear in dudes because they have that experience, because they relate with what you're saying. Right?
Yeah.
So if the dude has gone through what you're saying, that's when he's gonna take that information and he's gonna internalize it.
Yeah.
If he never went through it, he can be like, I don't know what he's talking about.
So if women could be,
you can't understand what these niggas is talking about because you never went through it. But these dudes have been ghosted by female.
If women could be hypergermy, why can't men?
Hypergamous.
Hypergermy? I'm sorry.
I don't know how the fuck to talk.
Hypergamy is what again?
Wanting to date somebody that's above.
Yeah.
Wanting to date somebody that's above.
Yeah,
above
you want to date somebody on
class,
either on your level or above.
But the practice of it is what? Moving their way up, right? Leaving another man for someone else, and then
possibly
moving above your class.
That's the practice.
Should be what it is.
So why don't men
continue to try to go up? It's called monkey branching.
Right. So why don't I mean, didn't we monkey branch? Like, we all started off with like a little something not so nice, and then we moved our way up. We monkey branched, right?
Well,
isn't that the way to go? Don't men monkey branch?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Men don't monkey branch.
We believe in hypergamy when it comes to looks.
So here's the way the monkey branching works. The monkey branch works as you as the monkey, and the person that you latch on to is the branch.
Right.
And you're going up.
We gotta find another analogy.
Then we find something nicer.
We gotta call ourselves something else.
Oh, yeah.
It's bad timing.
And you keep on going
Bad timing
up.
for the monkey analogy.
Right? So that's, we're not talking about that.
Right.
Because if we're talking about like monkey branching, no.
Don't we work our way up from nicer females? We start with whoever's going to give it to us. Then we work up to the nicer one that's going to give it to us. Then we work our way up and we work our way up.
Monetarily, though.
Monetarily?
No, but that
specific
thing is talking about monetarily.
Okay, so why can't we?
But we're just talking about like in general,
right?
Like us just being from where we're from,
yeah,
and working ourselves up to the different females that we have,
wifey status and all that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can talk about monkey branching. If we're not talking about finances, because that's
we're not talking about finances. Men don't worry about finances. Men don't. Why can't we analogize the finances to the quality of woman?
No, because dudes don't.
Do we go down in quality of woman?
No, it does.
No,
why? What's the problem?
Because men, a lot of times men don't leave. They may be fucking with another chick that's hot or hotter than they chick, but they don't leave.
What about values?
Ron,
we're talking about the full package.
We're
talking about like
he's bugging.
He's bugging. We
bugging.
Deal with whoever's gonna deal with us at first, and we kind of monkey branch.
When you level up,
we level up.
Usually, you fucking leave the woman that you were with, and you keep on going up in status. Now, listen. Am I talking about myself? No. Am I talking about what I see and what I've seen in history?
Right.
That's just what it is.
It's the only way it works. Why do you need a coach
when you
to tell
level
you that?
up? You keep on leveling up, and with your level up comes your cars. It comes your real estate. It comes your houses.
And I brought up that analogy.
It comes your partner also.
Right. I brought up that analogy because what the red pill community kind of tells men is that, no, you deserve that top one right now because you're who you are. You're great. You're a great guy. You deserve that right now.
Yeah.
Instead of,
it does.
Listen, you're supposed to learn people, learn how to deal with people. Like, listen, don't have children with all these women on the way up. But listen, have some
you're gonna make me
discernment.
You're gonna make me sound like I'm a super advocate for this.
I don't think it's gonna take too much twisting of your arm.
No. But
I think you're almost there.
they promote self-improvement before you start. It's not like, yo, you're a 4 and you should be shooting for 8s, 9s, and 10s. No, I don't think they don't.
Who are you
that's not-
talking about? Who are these people? What are you talking about?
dating
Men who
coaches.
are
I'm talking
hiring a
about.
dating coach.
Dating coaches. They promote, you're a 4, make yourself a 7, 8, or 9, and then you can, work on yourself, get your money right, get on your purpose, all that
Alright.
other good shit.
Yeah, we
And
get
then
it.
they tell you could
Okay.
you could shoot for the stars.
I could be a dating
alright.
coach.
You could, but you think it's exploitive.
Yeah, exactly.
Most
That's why I wouldn't be.
business in general is exploitive, right?
How would you turn a 4 into a 6?
Who, a guy?
A guy?
Yeah, a guy.
Just tell him to go to college and fucking get a better job.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Or
much.
he could get a gym membership and lose weight, get a haircut,
Okay.
get a new wardrobe or some shit like that.
How about a 4 into a 9?
A 4 into a 9, then do both of those.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Go get a better job, get a gym membership,
Right.
cut your hair.
Yeah.
But a
Yeah,
man
fucking-
doesn't have to
Come
be
on
a
now.
9. A man could stay. He can go from a 4 to a 6 as long as he get more money.
Is it easier for a man to go from a 4 to a 9, or a woman to go from 4 to a 9?
A man.
Easier for a man to upgrade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because all he has to literally do is make
Because
more
women
money.
women still has to fight. She has to fight time,
Get the money.
and it's like
Get the money and
It's,
get up there.
like it's only
Get the
like for
money.
women, for the most part, it's about looks.
Yeah.
And like, yo, as we age, we can't. A lot of us don't get better looking as we get older.
Gotcha.
So it's gonna be hard for a woman to go from a 4 to a 9. Now,
Cool. I see you
she can
pondering
do it
over
relatively
there.
quick. She could,
So-
if she, like, okay, if you
One trip to Colombia,
if you get
she
yourself,
tight.
you get yourself a BBL
Okay,
or
that's
something
what
like that.
See, that's what I was waiting for that to come
Some
to
lashes.
come around.
Yeah,
There's a lot of wizardry in the woman community that can be
Yeah.
used where men, it's a less level of wizardry. Ours is more materialistic things.
you can get a penile implant.
Yeah, people die
That
from
might
shit
make
like
you
that.
Yeah, no. we're
People
not talking
die.
about that.
People die
Like,
there.
yo, you can literally have a shrimp dick, but if you got
Yeah,
fucking
you got some
$1
bread,
million
nice
a
car.
month, then you're the king of Zamunda, motherfucker. Like,
Make your
that's
money,
it.
dog.
Stop it. Shrimp dick, king of Zamunda. No, I just like to watch my wife fuck other guys.
Oh God.
I love it. So you stop
Oh,
it.
my
Like, you
cucks.
can get whatever you want. Like, stop it. Stop
Ugh.
it.
That's cucks are gross.
Cuckolds.
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 That's a weird porn category.
It's a cuckolds.
Huh?
Cuckolds. That's a weird porn category.
It's a cuckold.
You watch those?
No, I have watched it to understand that I don't like it.
What, interracial ones?
It's always
Yeah, that
interracial.
nigga,
It's
it
always
kinda
BBC.
always, yeah.
It's
It's only
always
effective.
BBC. It's
It's only
always BBC. It's
effective.
like the guy, the other one, the white guy's like, hey, I like when my wife does this, and then he's like, yeah, we get it. Like we get it. Yeah.
What-
Yeah, those are
what's-
like the ones
What's your
with
go-to porn category? Yo?
Huh?
What's your go-to porn category?
I don't know, Ron. What's your go-to category?
Yeah, man. My I've been free use, man. Free use is like, I think it's popping right now.
Free use?
Free
What the
use.
fuck?
I never
use?
tried it
What-
before.
what's a
All
free
right,
use?
I'm gonna go put it in my.
You know what free use is?
Nah, I have no clue. So I'm gonna go and
Free use is when, like, it'll be, let's just say, a family, right? It'll be a husband, a wife, a daughter and a son or whatever, or a daughter and a stepson or some shit like that. And it'll be like, let's go, let's go eat breakfast. Then they're talking or whatever, eating breakfast and shit like that, and the father would just pull up the wife's skirt or whatever while they're having a conversation. They're talking and he hitting it from the back or something like that. And they're always like,
But not
oh,
in
yeah,
front of
so
the
you got to go to
kids,
school today?
Yeah,
No, you got a
So
test
he
today?
fucks the kids also. This is weird shit. All right, I'm gonna check it out. Only because my friend told me to check it out. I'm gonna check it out.
Free use, man. Free use.
use,
I don't know.
man.
I don't know
What's your joint?
why it's so entertaining to
What's
me.
your joint?
Anything ebony. I like ebony threesomes. Ebony. I like ebony. That's the starting point.
Yeah.
Wherever this spirals into, I kind of go there.
You like watching threesomes?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't really dig threesomes.
Threesomes are cool.
I like threesomes.
I usually do.
What?
I usually do
Like a
BBW.
threesome
I
gangbang
said
or
BBW.
No, a
menage a
threesome
trois?
is a threesome. A threesome is 2 women.
Three
and a
women
man.
or
A train is 2 men and women. I said threesome. Threesomes is 2
no?
men.
Modern day.
Yeah, well, I'm not a modern day
you
nigga.
Modern-
put threesome
Nah,
in the search
it
engine.
doesn't fail. It's fine.
My nigga, you put threesome in the search engine.
Right? Yeah. It gets nasty.
You liable to get some shit.
Mm.
I'm just saying.
Get the cuckold.
You might get the cuckold, and the
Shit.
cuckold is eating the ass and doing crazy shit. Are we live?
He
We
catching
definitely
it.
live.
He doing some
Yeah,
crazy
we
shit.
definitely
The
live.
cuckold is
Live.
catching it.
Definitely
He's
live.
catching the.
I'm not here with it.
He catching the money shots.
The cuckold is doing some weird shit.
I'm not all
You
with
doing
it
some
yet.
threesomes and you like, oh, I didn't think that I was seeing this.
I am very sorry that I brought this up. That nigga's crazy.
All right.
But,
All right. Well,
what else we got? What happened? What else happened this week?
Everything is fantastic.
You
This
talking about
Yellowstone
Shorty?
was good.
Who?
This Yellowstone was good.
Yeah, speak on it, man.
And yeah, we
It was a
move
little
forward.
aggressive though, right? Like, what's the story on it?
you thought it was aggressive?
It wasn't as stringent as I thought it was gonna be.
Okay,
It was actually not too bad. It was
it's a
actually
Kentucky
not too bad.
straight, 46.5 alcohol volume, 93 proof. I pre-gamed with a that shit bullet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that was 100 proof.
Yeah, bullet is harsh.
Yeah. So maybe I'm having the remnants of that.
The bullet is harsh.
Yeah,
bullet
maybe
bullet is no joke.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm saying like these bourbons, man.
Right.
If you got an 80, it's like that's super mild, like
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
But like they always 90 something to 100 something proof, man. You know what
they
I
get
mean?
busy.
They get busy.
That Uncle Nearest Black is still like the gold standard of whooping niggas.
What is that?
ass,
That's
right?
what is that?
That's like 100.
That's the 1856 one, right? That's the regular one, right?
Yeah, that shit
No,
was
no,
like
no, no,
116
no.
proof.
Yeah. That shit's up there, right? That's like 100.
It was like 116. Yeah.
116. Yeah.
The one that we drank before was like, yo, what the fuck is this
boy.
shit?
Yeah, Uncle Nearest ain't playing with you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought it was a little aggressive. It tasted a little aggressive. Notes. What are we getting?
I think it's super traditional.
Yeah, it was definitely like vanilla. You got
Yeah.
vanilla. You got
Nutmeg a little.
you
bit, like
you got
Yeah,
some cinnamon on the back end. Like it was everything was super traditional. It was nothing that it's traditional Kentucky
bourbon. Yeah.
bourbon
right.
notes. Like it
It's
was.
not Jack though. It's more
Jack
complex.
is. I mean, that's more expensive than Jack.
Right.
But yeah, it's you. That was super traditional.
Mhm.
You got.
Price point on it.
I think I paid 60, 65
I like when you better.
for it.
I like your-
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Take care of
65.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you do.
So yeah. Unless
I
they
would,
beat
I
me
would
over the
enjoy
head.
this in my collection.
Yeah.
Like it's a nice pregame. You know what I mean? I could do this and I could do a little Hudson after this. Like, you know, I like to drink in flights.
Mhm.
So I like to drink a couple of different whiskeys at the same time.
Mhm.
But yeah, I could definitely add that to my collection.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm enjoying it.
All right, guys. So the Yellowstone Select Kentucky Straight Bourbon, 46.5 ABV, 93 proof. Pick it up, man.
Let go.
There you go.
All right.
Before we close, I'd like to just put one more topic on the table. I want to speak on the little things in the relationship. You know what I mean? The small things, the little signs of affection and the little, you know, verbal affirmations and all that. how much do you think those things matter in the day-to-day relationship of being a man? We have a lot of responsibility on us to provide and protect and all that, but we also have a responsibility to uphold self-esteem almost a little bit. Not, I mean, that's heavy, but to, you know, we gotta
heavy,
be.
but I think it's the truth.
We gotta be Casanova. We gotta be Billy D. You know what I mean? And we gotta be Terminator. And we gotta be Warren Buffett.
Mhm.
A lot of hats we gotta wear.
Absolutely.
And I feel like the Casanova and the Billy D kind of like takes a back seat a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I'm definitely guilty of not doing that enough.
You seem like you good at it though. From the outside looking in, I think everybody kind of like admires what other men do because you seem like you good at you seem like
Nah, not like
you a
not like
macking ass nigga in the crib.
no, not like that. Like yo, me and my wife.
Every
would
time
just,
she cooking, he be slapping his
Yeah!
ass like, "You got that, baby."
What's up, sugar? What's up, good
Like,
looking?
like yo,
What's up, baby?
I'm very I'm pretty temperamental in a sense, right?
Right.
Where it's like, if the vibe is like, if we argue or something like that,
Mhm.
nah, I'm probably not doing that.
Mm,
You understand what I'm saying?
okay.
And then like me and my wife is like, you gotta understand, like we talk a lot.
Well, that's
Like
A
it don't
main part
it,
of
you know, like, you know, we flirt and stuff like that.
right.
But it's like, yo, we have like conversations. Like
Right.
When I say chop it up,
Yeah.
and I mean chop it up, like, yo, if I'm working, I'm out there for like 4 to 6 hours.
Yeah.
I might be on the phone with her for like 3 of them
Nice. Yeah.
while I'm
That's
working and shit
what
like that.
That's what I'm speaking to.
Yeah, but
That
it's not
means
it's
a
not it's
lot.
not all romantic shit though.
But it
You know
doesn't
what I'm
matter.
saying?
Just that time and being
Nah,
there
it doesn't
is
matter.
fucking
Yeah.
great. Like
No,
nigga.
no. For it
You know what I mean?
is. But I mean, like, all that's all good and dandy,
Mm.
and that I think that adds a lot of value to a relationship.
Yeah.
But like, yo, women need compliments. They need to be. They need you to let them know, like, yo, you're sexy, you're
Yeah.
beautiful,
Yeah.
you're everything.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They need to hear that shit.
Mhm.
And I
Smiles
definitely
and
could
all
probably
that.
say it more.
Good attitude.
You know what I
and
mean?
And all that. Right.
And one of my biggest issues is the fact that I do it more when I'm ready to
oh,
be intimate.
of course.
You understand what I'm saying? And I think I
Or
don't
when
wanna-
we in trouble.
huh?
Or when we in trouble.
Not even maybe not even that, but
Okay.
like when
Oh no, because you said you temperamental.
Yeah.
Well, that nigga ain't never in
Oh,
trouble.
damn. I'm in trouble. I'm laying it on.
you be surprised, but when you know you're getting like, you know, when you want to get intimate and shit like that,
Right.
but you need to just do it just on some humble shit, like on some humbug shit.
Yeah.
Like, damn, you know, and me, I assume that you should know, right? Because I'll sit here, like, when, you know, I'll sit here and I look at my wife or whatever like that, and she could see I'm looking at her,
Mm.
right? In a admirable way, but I'm not saying anything. They want to hear it. You understand what I'm
That's why I
saying?
said verbal.
She
Right,
might
right.
see like, yeah, this nigga is just lusting after me, right?
she
But I
can
didn't
hear
say
it.
nothing.
Right.
So does it really matter? Because we live in a world where it's like what you say and what you show, versus, you know, they could know that you're into them, you're super into them, but
Right.
they want to hear the shit.
Does this conversation happen 20 years ago? Like in 1990, if we had a podcast, did this conversation happen without the pre-dawn of like social media, where women are seeing other women getting validation, and
Who knows?
they kind of like,
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think
We're gonna figure that one out.
it's a possibility, because I think women always want compliments and
of
shit
course,
like that.
of course.
But
Now is it heightened?
a lot of
because
times it's influence,
Food,
like,
water, and compliments.
yeah, because yo,
yeah,
a nigga could like create a whole image on social media as being the most thoughtful, the most intelligent, the most,
church.
you know, coolest,
Yeah.
giving compliments, all that good shit on social media.
Sure.
And it's like, yo, you got to live up to this dude because it's like she saw his post.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
he planned that shit. He planned that shit last week that he gonna say all this good shit. He had to write it down, all that shit like that. It ain't come off the top of the head.
Right.
But you got to live up to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as men, like, you just kind of got to, like, give it your best effort to do that. Even though you know it's like, his shit is scripted. I got to come up with the shit top of the head.
Dog.
I'm Saturday Night Live. Nigga, you pre-tape your shit.
Real
You
talk.
understand what I'm saying?
100%.
So, but it's the world we live in. Like,
Yeah.
certain things that are required for men are not required for women.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Nah.
So,
Because the equivalent of that would be like expecting women to like twerk for us after dinner.
right?
Yeah. Like,
Right? You'd be like, yo, I
I'm
sleep.
sleepy. Can you twerk me to bed? though I would like it. It's a false expectation, but yeah. You know, once you courted her and you got her and you get, there's a maintenance that has to be there, and
Absolutely.
of the ego and of everything. And some of us learn the hard way, but I think, you know, instead of giving advice to the younger heads, I think we should give it to the OGs, dudes in our circle. Compliment your wife, verbalize it. Don't have her know that you think that she's pretty. You gotta tell her.
Gotta tell her, man.
Gotta
Because,
tell
yo,
her that
bro,
she's beautiful, yo.
it's so easy to overlook certain shit. Like, and it's like, I don't give compliments to women like that. But it's like, you see other women, I'm like, yo, oh, she's decent looking chick or whatever like that. But she's not better looking than my wife. But why didn't I just tell my wife, like, yo, you look great?
That part.
You understand what I'm saying?
That part.
But, like, it's not like I gave the compliment to the other woman, but I gave the thought, though. You know, like, oh, she, you know,
Right.
this woman is decent looking or whatever.
I don't look at other women. I don't know someone.
Okay, whatever. Either way. But it's easy for men to take their women for granted or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And for a dude that's not in that relationship with your lady or whatever, he may see, or it might be that much easier for him to give her a compliment, right?
Yeah.
And that sometimes that's all it will take. You know what I mean? To make her feel
100%.
like, yo, nigga taking me for granted. This other nigga just approached me that I ain't know from Adam. He told me how beautiful I was today. You know what I mean?
That's it.
So be conscious of that shit.
Absolutely.
You know, just because you've been with her for a certain amount of time and you know your lady is beautiful. You know she is all that.
Like her,
Just
love
'cause
her, be in love with her, everything, but she has to know it.
She has to know it.
Yeah.
Women need validation, bro.
Food, water, and compliments.
Beautiful. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. That's all I got.
All right. We want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Cigars and Whiskey podcast. If you don't follow us on Instagram, please do at Cigars Whiskey. That's Cigars with an S, Whiskey. Also check us out on YouTube, Cigars and Whiskey podcast, Cigars and Whiskey podcast. Remember to like, share, and also subscribe to the channel. If you missed any of the previous episodes, you can always check us out on the podcasting platforms, Apple, Spotify, etc., anywhere you listen to your podcast at. And again, remember to like, share, and also subscribe to the channel. All right. If you have any questions, any comments, any recommendations, by all means, hit us up. If you want to recommend a cigar, a spirit, or even a topic, shoot us a DM. Hit us up on Instagram or any other platform. If you have any a product or a service and you want to sponsor a show, shoot us over an email. Podcast@cigarswhiskey.com. Again, podcast@cigarswhiskey.com. And
Merch too. If they want any merch,
absolutely.
DM us and we'll send it out to you.
Yes.
Cigars and Whiskey hoodies right now.
Yep. We have them, all colors, all sizes. Hit us up.
Flavors for neighbors.
Let us know what you want, and we'll get it over to you. All right. If you dig the show and you like the content that we're putting out and you want to show your support, you can do that via Cash App. Same as the Instagram, Cigars Whiskey. That's Cigars with an S.
Donation.
Whiskey. All right. And do remember to check out our guy, super producer Corey Cool. Corey Cool, let him know what you got going on, man.
All right. I go by the name Corey Cool, and I represent Cool University. You can find me
Yo.
on the voice of NCC 90.3 FM every Thursday, 7 to 8 p.m., where I play it cool. Greatest hour in hip-hop and R&B radio, I promise you. I also have a podcast. It's called CUNY Radio. That's CUNI Radio, and that's available on all your favorite podcasting platforms. I have my top 5 albums of the third quarter article, which will be present on Music Industry Long Island very, very, very soon. And you can find me right here, same time, same place next week, where I just press record. All right, party responsibly.
All right.
Party responsibly, Playboy.
Fellas, give me your handles. KB, where can they reach you?
The Booker's Solutions.
And White Star GB.
At White Star GB.
All right.
On your socials.
All right. And again, we want to thank you.
Yeah.
Check out the Yellowstone
Yeah.
Select Kentucky Straight Bourbon. And we want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Cigars and Whiskey Podcast. We will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Peace, God.